The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is... well, nobody yet. But folks, say hello to the Bombay bad boy himself, Big Red Nick U-Town.
Oh, well, I guess I'm stepping in for the other dark-skinned guy. Glad to be on this wonderful Thursday night. I'm actually here, I'm actually on camera and stuff like that. Not just my chair, so that's good. Whenever Doyne decides to, join us. Doyne. Well, folks, while Doyne joins us, we'll introduce American Ramrod coach Kendo Slice.
Happy to be here on a Thursday night. We're going third, but, Dion put himself on the back of the bus.
God damn it.
Hi, Dion. Welcome to the show. All right, well, we'll give Dion a couple of minutes to get ready.
I can't hear you, though.
Are you good? All right, he muted himself.
Hey, Dion.
All right, well, folks, you know Dion Green. You love him. He's great. He's America's stepdad.
Yeah.
So.
Part of the team.
He is part of the team. But, folks, welcome into WCBS episode 453. We are here tonight to talk about all sorts of stuff. We're going to be talking about the Judge Dredd movie, the new Mortal Kombat trailer, the Zelda casting. Sadly, we learned a little bit about Elmo. He's an anti-Semite and a whole lot more. So, folks,
I saw that coming. Come on. Now.
I know, right? Red bastard. I thought I could trust him. My childhood is ruined. But before we get into that stuff, folks, a couple things. Hit that thumbs up button right now. No matter what platform you're on, give us a like, give us a share, give us a retweet. We got to get these numbers up. They're rookie numbers, and we're world class. We've been here for a decade. We're not rookies. But, folks, more is more on the internet, and tonight we have an announcement to make about some new content coming your way. So the guys and I got together over the week, and we've recorded you 2 anniversary commentaries. Count them, 1, 2, and they're world-class quality films. First off, it is the 50th anniversary of Jaws. So Nick, Kendo, and myself recorded a 50th anniversary Jaws commentary where we go into the nitty-gritty of the film, the book, we talk about the socio-economic class of the 1970s, and why Richard Dreyfuss is the weakest part of that goddamn movie. But if you want to hear more, you got to join us over on Patreon. Now, folks, if you're a member here, you're going to get the audio commentary. And if you're at the $5 tier and lower, you're going to get the audio commentary on Patreon. But if you're at the $10 tier, which is the video tier, you can watch the film right along at home with us. So if you haven't seen Jaws, well, there's no way better to watch it than with WCBS, your buddies on the internet. But also, too, the second film that we recorded a commentary for is the wonderful 1990 classic Penis Tracy, or as we call it, Dick Tracy, for the layperson. But we have a commentary for Dick Tracy as well. We go into the comic book lore, the history, the makeup, the effects, the world-class matte paintings. It's a very celebratory commentary for both films. This isn't usually one that we like to tear down. Good films are very important to us. So the only way you can get that is go over to patreon.com/worldclassbs. Pause the show, join right now. We have videos on Zelda. We have some upcoming stuff about Happy Gilmore and a whole lot more. But that's over there, and we appreciate you being here right now. Also, too, want to give you guys 2 more updates. Stealing Solo 2, I have more and more pages done each and every week. I got some pages back from the new colorist. I'm trying to decide if we're going to share them or not. If you guys are interested, I need to see some interest in the chat right now. And Dion, mute yourself. There we go. We were hearing a little bit of your wrestling commentary. And one more thing, folks. There won't be a High Council for the next 2 weeks. We're rebranding the show. We want to change it up a little over there. So, I know you're going to miss us. We'll miss you too. But join us on Thursdays because we're not going anywhere. All right, so guys, we have a word of the day. But we have to introduce our, the original bullshitter along with me. The only man who's been here since episode 1. The one, the only, Dion Green.
Baby, boys and girls, children of all ages, We're back. We're at it again. And, you know, some folks, especially at late night, may be having worse weeks than me.
Yeah. Well, Dion, we're here to make your week a lot better. Folks, we're here to celebrate and have a few beers and talk some, well, a little bit of everything. World class is the only requirement. Dion, what you drinking tonight?
The classic, my drink of the summer, Bell's Oberon American Wheat Ale. One of my favorites.
Fancy schmancy.
Oh, I try.
I have my usual Voodoo Ranger. This is Tropic Force because I'm such a Top Gun fanatic that I have to drink beer that looks like Maverick. Actually, I just really like stronger beers so I can actually feel them. Kendo, what do you got tonight?
Dr. Pepper, but it's got Jurassic Park on it, so there you go.
I'm surprised you don't have any of the Coca-Cola cans with Star Wars on it. Neither do I.
Oh, gosh. I've seen a couple
Nick,
of those.
You having a water tonight, or a cup of coffee, or a tea?
Nothing, man. I got nothing here. I should probably go get a bottle of water or something. But now I'll get it. I'll get it later. Don't worry about it.
How about a
Let's
nice Canada Dry for you, Nick? I clearly bought this because I'm so excited for the new Fantastic Four movie. No, I had guests in town.
Oh my God.
Canada Dry.
Yeah, I saw some posts about Fantastic Four. It said Fantastic Four skins for Fortnite, and I was like, phrasing.
Very poor choice of words.
Yeah,
Yeah.
phrasing. But you know that movie's going to be a hit. So.
If you put an S in front of the word hit, you'll get my exact thoughts about how I feel this film is going to turn out. Because we got a week. Folks, next week's show will be the Fantastic Four review. I have tickets that I really can't feign any excitement. I'll see it. But let's have some fun about the word of the day. The word of the day is Coke. Debbie does Coke. Coke off a midget. Super Coke. Honey, I blew up the Coke. Or blew the Coke. Live free or Coke hard. From Coke with love. Fistful of Coke and Sisterhood of the Traveling Coke. Comes from Shrubbles08. Let's see. Coke in present danger.
How still I got her Coke back.
Still got her Coke back. What is she from Atlanta? What happened?
The divine Coke of the Yayo Sisterhood.
Yeah. I see what you did there. Coke to pussy.
That's pretty good.
No
Big
Coke.
Mama's Coke.
No Coke for old men.
Well,
How big could Big Mama be if she had all that Coke, Dion? Don't you think
There
she
will
had
be
to
Coke.
Slim down?
depends on which day of the binge it is.
Oh, okay.
Hot tub Coke machine.
Coke, it's what's for dinner. Oh wait, that's a slogan. We can officially do word of the day replacements with slogans. So Coke, the other white meat.
Crocodile Dundee.
Crocodile Dundee.
Would
The
Reginald
classic
L.
Coke
Johnson
in
be
the-
in that one too?
Yes.
You have to be.
Okay.
Gone with the Coke.
Yeah. The Wizard of Coke.
Here's the easiest one. Cokie and the Bandit.
Yeah, that's our classic.
I know. Coke another day. Back to the Coke. Got Coke. Batman the Coke Knight. Coke becomes her. The Coke who loved me. How about the spy who
Coke
coked
finger.
me? Coke finger.
Yep.
Oh, Carrie Fisher's got a Coke finger in Return to the Jedi if you look closely. So, folks, send in your Coke titles all night long, like Dirty D Senpai, Dr. Coffin Nails, Tommy Fletcher, and more. So, thank you, Shrubbles08. We appreciate the word of the day. Now, guys, we're going to start the show off tonight with some heartbreaking news. We're going to start WCBS with a sobering look at a childhood icon, because over the weekend, allegations were confirmed when a childhood hero of all of ours from Sesame Street was found out to be a really bad guy. And so instead of reading you this sad news, we're going to bring you the very first official version of WCBS News right now. In a shocking turn of events, beloved Sesame Street character Elmo's Twitter account was hacked earlier this week, revealing a lifestyle that has left parents and preschoolers alike questioning their television choices. The breach, first noticed by sharp-eyed users on Sunday, exposed a series of posts detailing Elmo's alleged extracurricular activities. According to the compromised account, Elmo has been indulging in recreational drug use, frequenting nightclubs with an entourage of bikini-clad companions, and, most surprisingly, participating in underground fight clubs. One post ominously read, "Elmo throw punch now, nap later," accompanied by a photo of the red monster in a dimly lit ring. Another depicted him surrounded by baby oil bottles and what appeared to be a suspicious white powder, captioned simply, "Elmo live large." The hack was traced to an IP address linked to a campus SJP group, though authorities have yet to confirm. Sesame Workshop issued a statement claiming the post's unauthorized fabrications, but the damage is done. Elmo's wholesome image is now under scrutiny, and experts predict a surge in parental therapy sessions. More on this developing story as it unfolds. So guys, I read those tweets and I am so disappointed. Who thought Elmo the puppet would be an anti-Semite or a racist? You know, he had a black dude's hand up his ass the whole time.
Apparently, for Elmo, it's just another day on Sesame Strasse. So
I know.
Yeah, I mean, it really saddens me that this character I knew and loved as a child has gone this way. It really saddens me.
Gut wrenching.
Yeah.
Absolutely gut wrenching.
Yeah, I mean, the children. I mean, when somebody think about the children, like he's a beloved icon to these kids, and now he's out there saying horrible things to people on the internet and doing terrible things. He's not a very good role model.
No, and if a Muppet or a puppet is your role model, well, you're probably 5, but reassess it. No, but guys, Kendo, you sent me those tweets over the weekend when Elmo was hacked. Holy shit, man! Of all the things to hack, the official Elmo Sesame Street Twitter. I can't say this shit on air because I really
No, we will get in trouble for that one.
I was genuinely surprised. What did you guys think about all this?
I mean, obviously it was hacked, but it was just like, why Elmo?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was last summer when Piers Morgan's Twitter got hacked, and I got that one in real time. I was literally on Twitter as it was happening because it was late in the evening. I'm just laying there in bed, just doom scrolling, and hit the thing to run it back to the top of the screen and refresh. And of course, the first thing is a Piers Morgan tweet saying something off the wall for Piers Morgan. I'm like, oh no. And so then it was just go to Piers Morgan, just keep hitting the refresh and looking at all the hacked tweets that account was just pumping out. And it was hilarious because it's Piers Morgan. And so then like somebody goes and hacks Elmo, which I'm like, really? Elmo? You're going to do that with Elmo?
Well, who would you have preferred? Big Bird?
Yes.
I mean, if I'm going to hack somebody's Twitter account and post a bunch of insane tweets, it's more fun to do it to an actual person because then they have to or their PR person has to deal with it as opposed to, hacking a Muppet. Because, Elmo is a Muppet. Like, it's not like the doll hanging there and, the workshop is going to have their head spinning about the tweets that are putting out. But if you do it to somebody like a Piers Morgan or I don't know, somebody else that would be fun to tweet hack. I don't know. Somebody give me somebody to be fun to hack.
I want the official Nintendo
account
to get hacked and promote PlayStation or something. That'd be fun and clean cut.
I would love a Skip Bayless's Twitter to get hacked.
Yes, there you go, perfect.
Mark,
people would be wild to be like, wait, is he for real?
Dude, that would be hilarious. No, the person I would actually try to hack and get to their account is Mark Ruffalo because fuck that.
Yeah,
Mark Ruffalo, huh?
Yeah, because he's like one of those people you have to say that thing at all the time. It's like even though you're pointing one finger at somebody else, 3 are pointing back at you because you're a fucking hypocrite. So, gosh.
Yeah. That would be a good one to do.
I've never seen it's always good to see the human embodiment of oh god, yeah. It's always good to see the human embodiment of having someone having their own head up their own ass. That's what Mark Ruffalo is.
What, an actor with their head up their ass? What?
No way.
No, it's just the level of activism he does. He's just like, oh, rich people suck. I'm like, dude, you're worth $30 million. Calm down.
It is a little
unless you want to give that up. Shut up.
If you think rich people are terrible and people shouldn't be rich, we're right here. You can give us some of your money. We will gladly take it.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we're not greedy. Not all of your 30 mil, just 28.5 mil. We'll split it 3
I could do it even less.
Shit, just make it 25. You can have your 5 and live off that or
Yeah, we'll reinvest in the channel. We'll have a WCBS giveaway for an undetermined amount of money. It'll be like $6, but we'll make everybody think it's like $6 million.
Yeah. Every week, cash in for the sweepstakes. You could be our random lottery winner. Congratulations, you've won $8.
Dr. Coffin Nails, we're buying you a boat full of crackers. There you go, buddy.
Why is it full of white people? I don't know.
It's one of those sushi boats.
Sashimi. Now, guys, look, my heart is broken over Elmo, but I have some great news. I got an email right before we went on air, and one of the most annoying shows on television is getting canceled. Did you guys hear about this?
I did not.
Well, let me pull up an image, because we don't really watch a lot of late-night television, and come 2026, even less people are going to watch this guy, because it's official. CBS has canceled The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. It ends in May of 2026. I know!
Oh, thank God.
Good. He's one of the reasons why late night sucks.
Fuck that guy. Jeez.
Well, I mean, I still love me some Stephen Colbert, but the whole adversarial way of doing television now is just, it ain't.
They're not even adversarial anymore, because when Colbert was after Jon Stewart, it was fine, it was okay. But now they're all just chuckle fucks. They're all just like, hey, your new movie's coming out, tell us about it, and here's the band, and here's some things that Trump said in the beginning of the show, because it's funny to shit on this guy all the time, every day, or forever, because there's nothing else to do. It's like, I get it. You guys are really scraping the bottom of the barrel for your comedy. It's fine. Jeez, like, late night is terrible, and it should have died It should have died when COVID happened.
Well, that's when that's 2020 is when they got insufferable. Because Dion, I'm like you, man. When we were in college, Colbert was awesome. The Rapport on at 11:30 every night. I didn't watch the news, but I was usually done studying or maybe done playing video games or doing something stupid. But we would usually watch the Colbert Report quite regularly. Come back from the cafeteria full of pizza, burgers, and cereal, and watch it and be funny. I read his book in college. I used to really like him, but he just, like you said, this adversarial way of doing shit. It's a little off-putting, and I don't care what anybody's political opinions really are, because you're not going to influence me, but change the fucking record. It could be literally, if he, instead of bitching about the president every night, if he bitched about Martha Stewart every night, I would still tune out. Like, variety is the spice of life, bro. You need to learn to change the menu every once in a while.
For me, late night pretty much ended with Craig Ferguson.
Agreed.
That's a good benchmark. It really is.
That was pretty much the last late night show I watched. I mean, as a kid, I was aware of Carson, but never watched Carson really at all. Then Leno, I remember watching Leno. Conan, I liked Conan. Occasionally we watched Letterman, but for me, Conan was the only one I'd actually go out of my way to watch until Ferguson came along, and then that was appointment TV for me every night. And, or the DVR the next morning once those came along. But, then once Craig Ferguson went away, kind of lost interest because the personalities, the Jimmy Kimmels and the Jimmy Fallons, and people I didn't really particularly care for. So it's like, why would I go out of my way to watch them do a late night show? And then after that, it's just like 2016 happened, and suddenly they all got one direction. And even during the 4 years when the certain person wasn't even the president anymore, you would still see clips where people are like, we watched this, so you don't have to. And it's still the same thing over and over and over again. It's like, Colbert was funnier when he was pretending to be conservative on the Daily Report or whatever it was. That was hilarious because he was playing a parody. And then he's now essentially a parody of what he used to be.
All right, that's a great way to kind of put a nail in this. All I wanted to add is this will be the first time that CBS will be without a late night presence since 1993. When David Letterman moved from NBC to launch The Late Show. So I don't care who's going to replace him. Late night television's irrelevant to me, including Matt West, who says WCBS replaced late night a long time ago. World class. Thank you, sir. Pinkies up for WCBS.
See, that's what should happen. We should each get our own late night show.
I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that.
We should do an episode of the show where we do that.
I mean, that'd be a funny little bit. That's just it's an old form of entertainment for old people. And it's just going away.
It is, and it should it should have died a long time ago. And CBS doesn't have a late night guy. Who the fuck cares? Nobody watches it. The people, if people really want to watch it, they'll watch it on Hulu the next day.
Yep.
Like it really doesn't matter at this point. And doing in interviews with people about their new movie, nobody cares. We have like Instagram and TikTok for that. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
This isn't even happening anymore.
Do they keep track of the numbers on those shows? Like I know ratings isn't what it used to be because everybody does a lot of like streaming and DVRing and shit, but there's got to be a way that they can still kind of keep track or kind of give you a number, so to speak, of about how many people are watching the show. Do they do that? Because it'd be kind of interesting to see what these shows are ratings.
You can watch or look up the Nielsen ratings.
Yeah, they still track them.
Yeah.
So that's still very, very much a thing. But especially with the way that Nielsen gets a lot of they get a lot of critique, and rightfully so. But especially they don't I shouldn't say awkwardly, but they don't offer them up, especially for all the late night shows. But they'll tell you, oh man, it's the number one show in late night, and how many times do they call Jimmy's show? Which Jimmy we don't know. It's like the number one show in late night, and the number one host. It's like they never tell you what those specific numbers are. But then they try with other shows, like they tried to give Lily Singh a show, was that 2022 or whatever?
Yeah, they
randomly piggybacking off of Jimmy Fallon, and that was mainly for YouTube. And even though you could see them, they like never do. Oh, Lily Singh, her show is just so hot right now, and she would obviously be saying the same shit. But you could see that there weren't a lot of people watching it on YouTube. So yeah, it's who knows what the hell network television is even gauging this shit off of anymore.
Well, I do have some. I have the numbers for you if you'd like to know.
Oh,
yes.
So in quarter 2 of 2025, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert topped the 11:35 p.m. Hour in total viewers, averaging 2.47 million, according to homewares.com. However, it was narrowly edged out by Jimmy Kimmel Live in the 18 to 49 demographic. So, yeah, I guess the Disney advertising window, aka Jimmy Kimmel Live, people still watch that one. But the Colbert Report is ending, so the number one show is just leaving. Do you think this is the beginning of all the end of late night TV? Like Jimmy Kimmel's next, then Jimmy Fallon? I think Conan should stage a comeback. That dude was the best.
Oh God.
I mean, I don't know. I thought that late night was definitely going to die in 2016, 2017, even with the Trump bump. Because that was raking in views for everybody. So it's hard to gauge. I thought it was ending when James Corden finally got booted off the damn stage, but all these, and then apparently Jimmy Fallon's still getting guests, even though the majority of his audience is still, old. So it's hard to gauge, man. I don't know. I would like to think that, this means that this shit's about to die, but somehow late night television is just hanging around.
Well, folks, I'm sure we'll all be crying in our oatmeal tomorrow.
Did James Corden get deported back to England, or did they refuse to take him?
I think they refused to take him.
Yeah, he's in the Cuban detention center now because nobody wants him. That's where he's at.
I can believe it too. That guy, I never
watched
trying
to get rid of him.
You can extradite him to Cincinnati. We'll do something with him. We'll feed him to the sharks at the Newport Aquarium.
See, there you go. You'd be able to feed the sharks for a while with that. So there you go.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of celebrities and actors, our friend John Thomas sends in us a nice super chat. Thank you, John. He says, the only activist actor I remotely respect is Ed Begley, because he at least lives by what he preaches, drives a small car, avoids flying, flushless urinals in his house, calls out the hypocrites. See, I'm still angry at him because there was a guy, his name was Edward something, Nigma, I think, and he was so close to achieving his goal of meeting his hero, Bruce Wayne, and leave it to this guy. Never mind. Ed Begley's fine. Ed Begley Jr., I got no issues with him. He's a solid actor.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with John Thomas. Yeah, no, he has changed his ways and he's become a big advocate for the environment and things like that. But no, yeah, I remember his whole thing of putting solar panels on the house. He would only use his bike to go short distances. Yeah, he's really puts the money where his mouth is. So yeah, I'll give you that. But I mean, one out of a lot. That's
right. Yeah, he's one of those people that screams, "Hey, the global climate change is happening and blah 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 blah. Now I'm gonna go on my private jet, fly across the country a couple times to tell people about it, and then I'm gonna go buy a beach house. It's like, okay.
Do you think Ed Begley Jr. has beach house money?
Yeah, probably.
That's
yeah. He's at least got one. He's at least got one beach house.
Yeah, small beach house.
Yeah, if not, he's got a timeshare with Nicolas Cage. Okay, he's got timeshare.
Yeah.
He's got a timeshare with Nicolas Cage on like Myrtle Beach or something. All right.
So, according to theriches.com, Ed Begley Jr. has a net worth of, Nick, take a guess.
55 million.
Dion.
Ooh. I'll say 35 million.
Kendo.
I mean, I think you guys are all going way too high. I was gonna say like 15 million.
Well, even with Kendo's conservative estimate, it is still too high. Ed Begley Jr. has a net worth of $5 million.
Not bad. Not bad.
Respectable. Like, hey, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, definitely.
We're not putting him down, but I don't think that's beach house money on multiple coasts. That's like timeshare in Florida.
Right.
Timeshare in Florida. Which ain't bad, like it's all
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, man. You got a one floor plot, you know what I'm saying, down the Keys. That's pretty damn good, you know what I mean?
It's still world class, brothers. Like,
damn right.
Can't knock the hustle.
Right.
But thank you, John Thomas, for that super chat. Shrubbles Away, who's been a member for 29 months. It's a long time to be a member. We appreciate each and every one of those months. Mr. Cleo, will Stephen Colbert blame the Orange Man for his cancellation? Also, was Kendo Slice born in the same year as Woodrow Wilson?
I'm at a mercy. Kill me now, because the kids don't lie. Steve Colbert, he's a Libra, ain't he, darling? Will he blame the Orange Man? Well, we can only ask one place, the kids, because the kids don't lie. You pull the kid for Mr. Colbert, you get ourselves a nice ivory mouthpiece, which means he may not blame the Orange Man, but he is going to shed a tear for the loss. How about a mercy? And here's Woodrow Wilson. I can tell you, Woodrow Wilson probably wasn't a fan of me. How about a mercy?
These have been the wise words of Mr. Cleo. I just like how he wouldn't have been a fan of me. Woodrow Wilson would not have listened to this podcast. One, because podcasts didn't exist in 1930 something. But
he was dead by then.
Yeah, well, they didn't exist when he was born in 18 something.
Yes. For me to have been born in the same year as Woodrow Wilson, 1856, that would require me to be 100 years older than my father. I don't see how that one works.
Dude, that's the next comic book, The Curious Case of Kendo Slice. How is he older than his entire family?
Yeah, somehow I was born 100 years before my father was born. So
it's a Walter Jameson situation, Kendo. Don't question it.
Clearly, long live Kendo Slice.
Hey. That should be a T-shirt, long live Kendo Slice.
Hell yeah, I'd wear it, but who's Kendo Slice? Listen, you
long live that motherfucker.
Can't afford to know.
But he's one of the more wild and crazy white boys you'll ever meet, but he's also cool as shit.
We need to get Kendo a random billboard on like a major highway. Be like, do you know this man?
Yeah, dude, we should do that. We could totally do that. Tiffany Henyard had billboards. Why can't we?
I'll do one for the book. It'll be like You Being Kidnapped this time by Mark Hamill. Have you seen this man? Long live Kendo Slice.
I think there's a way to buy like some billboard space on Times Square for like a certain amount of time. So we could do that.
Can I get a second for $1,000? Because there we go. I was on there.
I kind of want us to just get like a random billboard. Like, you know how like you'll be driving along and you'll see like a Buc-ee's billboard and it says 2,500 miles.
Yeah.
I want us to do something like that. Or like that picture I sent you of that fucking trailer company in the middle of Panhandle, Texas that had the Mega Powers on it for some reason. King County Trailers. And I'm just like double taking at that. That billboard is no longer there. Unfortunately, it has been taken down. It is RIP to that thing. But I want something like that. Just in a random somewhere. We just have these random billboards of us.
Bored on your long drive? Listen to WCBS, the epitome of pop culture, on YouTube right now. Let's look into that. Let's just do that next year for fun. Let's get one in the middle and like on Route 66 or something.
Classic spot.
Sounds good, man.
So, guys, speaking of the opposite of good, that is bad. We have some interesting news. It looks like Taika Waititi is going to get his shot at another comic book character. Taika Waititi is going to direct a Judge Dredd movie. Ugh.
That's not going to be good.
No.
Is he still a proponent of pushing the message?
Yeah, of course he is. He's Taika Waititi.
So, yeah, this won't be good because he won't be Judge Dredd. He'll be non-judgmental Dredd, and it's a totally different movie.
But isn't that better for all of us? So there's no pressures or societal issues.
No, no. I want to see this. I want to see this man blow somebody's head off.
I'm worried. It says in the Hollywood Reporter article how it's going to focus on dark humor, and yes, Judge Dredd, the comic book, does have some dark humor. But I have a bad feeling that robot, I think it's Howard, it speaks with a lisp because Judge Dredd once scared a robot so bad it has a stammer now essentially. I don't really want Thor Ragnarok in Judge Dredd world, where it's like just joke after joke. I thought the last one with Carl Urban kicked ass. Give me another one of those movies.
Oh, dude,
I don't need to see a comedic edge of this.
Dude, that was so good. I did like when they said they're redoing it, I was like, oh, it's gonna be shit. But like that's one of the few remakes where I've watched it. And I'm like, this is better than the original. Like it's really fucking violent, and like it was just over the top, and it was so much fun. It was such a good movie.
I mean, personally, I think that's a bit of a flex to be able to scare a robot so bad that you cause him to stutter. Like, that's awesome. I would love to have that power.
I mean, you do. Just start yelling at your Roomba.
Call Alexa a bitch, you know.
I mean, I do yell at the room. Actually, no, I laugh at it because it gets stuck on the counter chairs because we got like the counter, like the island thing. We got those chairs and they got that little slope on them. He'll get stuck in between there and just like die because he goes off overnight, so he's not out over there. And he'll just wake up in the morning. He won't be in his home. You look over and he's stuck, or he's pushed his way into the bedroom and got into the carpet and just died randomly underneath the guest bed. It's just like, what a stupid ass, and I laugh at it all the time. Have you seen
the Roombas with the claw arm that'll move things out of its way? That's terrifying. Yeah,
I didn't even know that was a thing. Like,
it's a thing.
I never wanted a Roomba, and I'll never buy a Roomba, but it's creepy that we have little robots that just roam our homes at night.
Yeah, there was some security thing that happened I think a couple of years ago where they had lied, like the newest one I think a few years ago had LiDAR on it and it would scan your entire house. And then they'll send that information to, their AI or their center to figure out how to clean it better and, efficiently do it with a battery powered hat. And I'm just like, they're sending it somewhere. They're sending a blueprint of your house somewhere else.
Ours also will set off the motion detection of the cameras. So when we're home, the camera in the kitchen isn't set up because I don't need to tell me constantly, there's a person in your kitchen and living room. It's like, yeah, I know I'm here. But we were gone like overnight and I got this message at like 3:30 in the morning. There's a person in your kitchen. I'm like, what the fuck? And then you see these little glowing thing of the robot going around the kitchen cleaning. I'm like, so for a second there was a mild panic of somebody's, but then I'm like, why didn't the other cameras around the outside of the house pick somebody up breaking into the house? Did the ninjas get in? And then no, it was a robot.
Ken is like, I got my 12-gauge shotgun. I finally get to use it. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. That's why there's nothing upstairs. Because I told my wife, I was like, we don't need sensors on the windows upstairs unless ninjas are breaking into our house. We should be fine.
I'm gonna hire a gang of ninjas to break into your house to put stuff in there, not to steal anything.
Put things in there.
It's like, hey, how do I get more of this Hulk Hogan's Real American Beer?
No, just get ninjas in his house to do a bunch of slight inconveniences, like all the forks are gone. Or his ice cream eaten, like shit like that. Yeah, replace with chopsticks.
And put the rule to them that they're only allowed to enter and exit the house through the little portal window at the front, because we got one of those. They've got like the houses in this neighborhood all have those like decorative little portal windows in the very front. So it's just like this small little ass window you can't get to or anything like that. Just they have to go in and out of that window, just for hard mode.
Maybe. In the chat, I'm looking at it. Yeah, maybe this is what Taika Waititi's doing instead of making Star Wars. They're like, hey, we can't really afford to make Star Wars movies that aren't going to make us money, so go do something else.
Star Wars has not been profitable in forever.
Oh, yeah. They probably especially with the way Ragnarok was,
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder was received. I'm sure Disney backed up off old Taika pretty fast.
Yeah, the only good thing he did was that show, What We Do in the Shadows. It's the only good thing he's done.
Yeah,
Jojo Rabbit was kind of funny.
Yeah, it was all right. I watched it. I was just like, this is fucking weird. This is so strange.
There are funny moments.
Yeah. But no, What We Do in the Shadows was like a legitimately funny show. I think it ended last year or this year. Hilarious show, really good. I think they're going to do their werewolf one at some point, so we'll see how that goes.
Boys, I got some breaking news.
Ooh.
What's up?
Let me send you the link right now. There is a new toy offering that just hit Big Bad Toy Store. You can pre-order, and I know some of you guys want it.
All right, folks, this is a WCBS exclusive. We're looking at a new collectible. You love the Ollie's Toy videos, so let's check out what Kendo has sent us a link to right now. Folks, we'll share the link if we think it's... Oh. I know what I'm getting Nick for Halloween.
What is this? Oh, okay.
Well, it's your Halloween gift. I can't get this for Dion because it would make his kids uncomfortable. Here you go.
And that's not all. There is a variant.
There's a variant.
Yes. So there you go, folks. For $605 from the Big Bad and Toy Store, you can get yourself your own 1/4 scale Elvira.
It's still cheaper than a 1-to-1 scale meeting with Elvira. I heard she's not
that's
that
true.
nice.
No, she's not that nice. She really isn't. she used to be nicer, a few years ago, but now she's not very nice.
Why is she so pissed off? Like, what happened?
Nick.
What did you do to Elvira, Nick?
I did nothing. I did nothing.
Is that the problem? She asked you to do something like go get her a lunch and you just said no?
Yeah, that's possible.
Pretty much.
Did you refuse to go get her at Jimmy John's? She wanted the bootlegger and you refused? You're like, no, you need to get the porker.
Exactly. No, he sent her. He brought her Jersey Mike's because it's an upgrade, but she just didn't want it.
But she's a stickler because she's like, no, I understand that it's better, but I'm set in my ways and I want my Jimmy John's.
From what I understand, from what I understand, just like meaty footlongs. So
yeah, but Pee Wee Herman did. That's why they were best friends. I don't want to watch that Pee Wee Herman documentary, not because it's going to make me sad. It's just I don't really want to know more about the actor. I just want to think of him as Pee Wee Herman, this fictional man-child who, went to the basement of the
Dude, I still remember as a kid, like, watching Pee Wee Herman and then being in the grocery store and seeing his face on newspaper that, like, he had a full beard and, like, scraggly hair, and it's like, arrested for something. And I was
it was like kayfabe was broken for you as a child because you had, just like me, we had this visage of Pee Wee Herman. We didn't know that there was a guy named Paul Rubens or his career before Pee Wee Herman, where he was in like Cheech and Chong movies. We just knew of Pee Wee Herman and this fun, wholesome dude that had a talking chair and all these other things. And then, you see him in his mugshot, and you're like, "Who is that? That's not Pee Wee." Wait, Pee Wee's a different guy because like,
exactly. Yeah, because I remember seeing that. I remember seeing it in the grocery store, and I asked my mom, "Was like, why is Pee Wee Herman on the newspaper?" And she had looked at it and she had read it to me, and it's an indecent exposure. And I was like, "What does that mean? What does that mean exactly?" And she's like, "I'll tell you later." I'm like, "Okay." She never told me.
See, they lied to me as a kid too about it because I was the biggest Pee Wee Herman fan on the planet, and I'm like, I have older cousins, and my aunt was like, "Do not tell him what happened." So they just told me that he showed Miss Yvonne his underwear. And that's what I was told as a child. And so years later, I was watching the E! True Hollywood story. I was like 13 years old, and they're like, he was caught jerking off in a porno theater. I'm like, what? Like, it was like mind-blowing in like 2001. A decade later.
But then you think about those words, jerking off in a porn theater. I'm like, yeah, of course that's going to fucking
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, because as a kid, I was also told that he did something really bad at a movie theater, but I wasn't told what it was. So then I was going to movie theaters terrified that I would do something that bad that it would get me arrested too, like Pee Wee Herman. And eventually that wore off. And then, later you find out that, he was beating it at a porn theater. And it's like, so what? I mean, I'm sure a lot of people do that. So why did they single him out?
But my only question is, you have Pee Wee Herman money. You have a VCR. You have a Laserdisc player. You probably have your own projector and film reels of stag films shot on location.
You could
watch it.
It's the thrill of the hunt,
It's right.
It's one of those things,
You can't get the same experience out of the theater,
Wouldn't it be far more exciting to rub one out at the Playhouse when no one's around? Like, hey, I just blew one on Cherry. Like, no one's gonna know.
Playhouse now.
But the thing is, Paul Rubens obviously was in Sarasota County. He was walking down the street, saw that they were showing a movie. Maybe he hadn't seen that one yet and thought, hey, it's early enough. I could get the matinee and be in and out of there in about 5 minutes. And just so happened to pick the wrong time to go there that day.
Yeah. Emmanuel Black was playing. That's what it was.
Is that the one with the ping pong balls or the smoking cigarette?
Yes.
Skinamax.
Speaking of which, my buddy John, I think knows them all by name and can tell you when they were made and who's in them. So yeah,
we should make one called Run Emmanuel Run, but it's not even a porno. It's just like an actual. It's like Cool Runnings, but.
But here's the thing: I think that franchise is like open to anybody to make one because it's just so old and nobody cares anymore. Like they're not gonna come after you for that. Like it's. Not
you wouldn't make Emmanuel Goes to Space?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I think they already have Emmanuel in space.
Fine, Emmanuel Goes to the Moon. 0G fucking.
Okay, that's different.
No. I got it. Emmanuel Goes to Washington.
In what? Bangs the Senate? They all have.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all a political ploy.
Yeah, passes a lower tax bill or something. I don't know. Gets back on the gold standard. I don't fucking know.
Oh, I can get behind that one.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like you're trying to get this bill passed. She just bangs her way to getting it passed. And that's what happens. I feel like everybody would want to watch that.
I do. I want to make it. Like after Operation Saskatchewan, that's our next picture.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if we revitalized the Emmanuel franchise as something everybody had to watch?
It would be called Emmanuel's Big Beautiful Bill.
Yeah. I want to see Emmanuel versus Marvel's Avengers. Like, make sure we put Marvel in there too.
Oh my god.
Maybe that's the next Superman movie. Instead of a giant kaiju, he just fights her. Lois Lane gets jealous.
I'd watch it.
I'd watch that.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
I'd watch that for sure.
Speaking of watching, I did go see Superman again yesterday. So
nice.
It was just as enjoyable the second time.
Yeah, it's funny because I think that Monday some people were like, "Oh, it bombed." I'm like, do you not know how numbers work at all?
They want it to bomb, Nick. That's the only thing. They want it to fail.
These diehard Snyder weirdos are just like, it sucks. It failed. I'm like, no, it was really good. Your guy just sucks at making movies. That's all it is.
There's that.
Yeah. Unless he's got a colorful instruction manual in front of his face, like a graphic novel or something, he's worthless.
Why not just have Zack Snyder make Batman instead of Superman? That would work.
Here's the idea. How about you have?
I wouldn't trust him with Batman. He is that dude. If he doesn't have a breakdown of what to do and how to do it, he's gonna fuck it up. Watchmen. I love Watchmen because it was already a thing. I wouldn't trust him with a shitty version of Batman. Zack Snyder, whatever magic he had, that shit disappeared in 2009, the second the director's cut of Watchmen came out. He doesn't have what it takes. He never had what it takes. And his whole gimmick is, hey, imagine the thing that you like, just darker and moodier. And luckily it worked for Watchmen. It doesn't work for anything else. Even with Batman, he would come up with some other bullshit change in the character and then be like, yeah, I kind of read some Frank Miller stuff.
Bruce Wayne has a brother, and that's who becomes KG Beast or whatever. Like, it's like the worst twist ever.
David Wayne.
It's a random ex-girlfriend from high school. It's going to be, Bruce Wayne's high school years are going to be brought up in the next Zack Snyder Batman movie. Man, he would find
There's like a pregnancy scare, too. Like, Robin gets Catwoman pregnant. You're like, oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Actually, I'd watch that one. Or she's like, what am I going to do? She's like Robin shit, and she's got a fucking baby bump. She's trying to, like, climb down a wall.
It's like DC Days of Our Lives.
Yeah.
DC Days of Our Lives.
Like sands through the hourglass. These are the days
of God.
All
right, hey, let's play a quick game.
Yeah.
Superman's been out for 6 days. Give me the domestic box office as of 6 days, Jeff.
133.
Okay, Dion.
What was the question again? Sorry.
6 days Superman's been out. What's the domestic box office as of yesterday?
Ooh,
So,
6
not
days.
counting today.
Not counting today. I'm gonna say. I'll say that it's. I'll say it's at 100. I'll say 100 million. 100 million even.
Okay, Nick.
120.
Okay, Jeff is the closest without going over because as of now, counting yesterday, Superman is at 166, 825,556, 160, almost 167 milli domesticated, 95 on the international for a worldwide of $261 million. Which I also cross-referenced it with Man of Steel. It's beating Man of Steel at the 6-day mark. So,
dang. Too bad.
I just wonder why people want this movie to fail. Like, the only thing I can think of is they don't like James Gunn personally.
It's not about none of that shit matters.
It'll bring back their Messiah, Zack Snyder.
It
is all about nowadays, especially online, right? Especially now that studios have entered the game of trying to steer the narrative of movies. Most people talking shit about don't even care if it does well. It's just a lightning rod. It's just the end goal is never to affect James Gunn or the movie specifically. It's to get clicks and hits on whatever the hell people are on. And that's all that shit was, especially with Dean Cain's ass running around getting mad about the immigration thing. What the hell else is Dean Cain doing?
Wait,
what else?
Dean Cain thinks there's an immigration issue in Superman?
Yeah, he was. He again the whole woke thing.
I always go to bat for that dude because he was a good Superman. That was the Superman I watched as a kid. I was like, that's Superman. And I was watching Burn Notice the other day, and he was on there. I was like, oh, shit, Superman's on Burn Notice. He was teaming up with the sexy Terminator from Terminator 3. But, here's my thing. It's not in the fucking movie. If the movie had it in there, I could understand you having an opinion about that in the film. It doesn't exist in the film. Some asshole made it up and said it's in the movie, but it's not. Lex Luthor refers to him as an alien because he's a fucking alien from another planet, and it's nothing to do with immigration. He goes, I'm a human as much as you. There's no immigration story in this movie. So,
right. Well, and again,
I wish people had it. Everyone's entitled to an opinion, but if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, just shut up.
It's not even.
Hang on. I haven't seen the movie yet. So when Superman shows up, is he like an adult already, or is he still a kid like in the original Superman when he shows up?
He shows up in his costume. This is 3 years into his career.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was saying, because if he came to Earth from the planet whose name I can't even fucking think of, Krypton, and they sent him, and he's landing on Earth like he did in the first one, and he lands from the south, goes over Mexico, then it's an immigration movie.
All about the angle.
Yeah, it's all about the angle. If he's from the southern hemisphere and crosses that southern border before he lands into Kansas, then you can make the argument it is an immigration movie.
You gotta remember, it's never, especially now, it's never about the movie itself. It's not about trying to. It's just saying it's the Skip Bayless school of covering things, right? You just say the loudest.
You gotta find controversy where there
gotta have controversy. Gotta have it.
Well, I know. The controversy was had by James Gunn and his brother on the red carpet when they were doing it, because those were the sound bites everybody was using over and over again. That's the ones that Fox News were using over and over again. And it's just like, I knew it. I mean, as soon as I said it, and me and Jeff watched the movie, I was like, I know what they were doing. They're stirring things up so people talk about it and go watch it. That's all it is. That's all it was. And even without that, it's still a good movie. It was great. Jeff went to go watch it twice. He doesn't do that for everything. It's not something he does all the time. So it tells you right there how good it is.
I took my Chipotle burrito in, and I had a great day.
Hell yeah!
Damn, that's a good day. If only you get a couple beers, then it's a really good day.
Hey, my theater sells beer. I just was like, it was a 12:45 showing. I was like, it's a little early for a beer.
No, it isn't.
Okay, fine. But I had to come home and work on the book because Stealing Solo 2 is the biggest comic book event of 2025, and I do not want to shortchange these people. All right? If I have too many beers, my line won't be perfect.
Well, that's the game.
Wait,
you can play.
On.
We used to play the game. When did the movie shit the bed? You could play the game with when did Jeff draw this comic drunk?
Hold on. Jeff uses Procreate. I know how to use that. I know how to make a straight line of that. You tap and hold it.
I don't
though. Lying,
see, Nick?
You're fucking lying.
Nick. No, Nick, you're wrong. See, I don't need that. I can draw on the shittiest piece of a fucking... Here, This is an old shipping label.
Yeah,
There's a drawing on there.
No. Don't give me this. I couldn't have 2 beers and have a better time because I wanted to come back and get the book because I might be too drunk to draw. Don't give me that bullshit.
Oh, I'm giving you that bullshit because that's the truth.
Don't give me that bullshit.
Here's the thing, Nick. You don't do what I do on Procreate. You just you make your t-shirt designs and they're nice, but you don't sit and go, okay, I need to make sure that the bags under Mark Hamill's eyes are consistent from panel 3 to 6. If I have too many beers, I won't give a shit. It doesn't matter what you can do. I need to make sure and it's the thing. There's a pride issue with this, man.
Okay,
I love
this.
All
right.
Like with Woke Busters, I didn't get blasted and draw comic books. Who am I? Fucking Frank Miller? No. Keep my shit sober.
That explains why his was so dark because it made a lot of mistakes,
Hey, Frank Miller's the king of, well, not the king, that's Jack Kirby, but Frank Miller's the man. Respect. No, but I'm actually getting tired of Superman's discourse because of these people making shit up. I'm enjoying the movie. I'll buy it on disc. I don't really plan on talking about it too much in general because everybody's been drinking the Kool-Aid. Oh, it's this, it's that. Fucking watch it. You have enough money to go watch this movie. You're not broke. If you're watching this show, you have the internet, which means you have at least $60 a month to stream something or a device. It's $7 to go watch the movie. Go get a ticket for F1 and then go watch Superman.
Dude, I actually went to go watch F1 this last weekend and it was so
good. It's really good.
So good, man. Oh my god. Really so much fun. It was a great movie.
And chat to Clonky, the Jarrell twist isn't even that big of a deal. It's trying to make something more interesting. I thought it was cool because then Paul Kent's like, hey, this goes to show you what your character is versus what your parents from Krypton wanted. And he doesn't even refer to them as his parents anymore. After that, when at the end he goes to watch the video of his parents that soothes him, it's his world or his life on Kansas, or in Kansas, excuse me.
Yeah.
It was
Kansas can be its own planet sometimes.
Yeah, I ain't going to Planet Kansas, man. Fuck that shit. That's like a code Kansas,
Yeah, I hate Kansas. I would never want to see a soothing, video of myself in Kansas. I bet that doesn't exist.
No,
it would just be Kendall walking through a cornfield. It's where the fuck am I? What's going on here?
No, get me across the border back to Missouri. Fuck this place. I hate Kansas.
Well, at least Kansas has. What does Kansas have, Dion?
Nothing.
All right, moving on. No more Code Kansas talk. Got Little Richard gives you woo. Overkill 161, thank you very much. Kids classic Coke word pound and Dustin cokes out.
Oh my god!
I like that. You guys remember on the original WCBS poster, Dustin had Coke on his nose?
Yep. I still have that shirt. I still got that shirt.
I never bought my own shirt. I remember you had it, Lape had it, Kendo has it.
I do.
Yep.
Folks, if you go to shopwcbs.com, we have a t-shirt store.
Yeah.
Go check it out. Go grab one of our GTA shirts or the classic logo. It's funny. I've been thinking about changing up the logo only to change it back for when GTA 6 drops. So we'll do another.
Just do it. Just wait till the GTA 6 one drops whenever that comes out. So.
Oh, so next May we gotta wait.
Yeah, why not? Is it supposed to come out then? Or are they gonna push it back or push it forward or just not release it?
We might colonize Mars, and I might have a child before that game comes out. So I'm just saying, that's on the back burner.
Oh. Do you still have the I Survived Schlocktoberfest shirts?
Do I? I haven't been to the website in a minute. I've been busy with other shit.
Because I bought one of those just to spite Labe.
Oh, he's anus.
Because he was like, I'm the only person that has this shirt. So as soon as he said that, I immediately went on there and fucking ordered it. Because then you're like, hey, I got a notification. Somebody just bought a shirt. And it's like, yeah, I did. To, specifically just to fuck with Lape. I bought a Schlocktoberfest shirt.
Oh,
so, I think we don't have that on there, but we have our other one with us on there. So you guys can check that out. Let's also continue on reading some of our messages from the audience. Thank you very much to John Thomas again for your generosity. John says, Taylor Tomlinson is pretty funny, but when they gave her a late night show, they hired some loser, overly political hack writers and doomed the show. Had quite a unique concept. She is hot, though.
She is, she's really good looking. But no, I think hers was like a game show thing or whatever.
Let's see what she looks like.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. She did kind of like a game show thing as well, and it was pretty funny because there were really good jokes that came out of that. But Yeah, I don't know. Just late night in general. I don't care. I don't care how hot she is, but still, like, just late night TV in general is just dead. Just kill it off.
Yeah.
If you wanted her own show, give her own show.
Yeah, she's one of those that she came out, she was funny, made a name for herself, and then they decided to strap the rocket ship to her and make her the face of female comedy, I guess, for lack of a better term. But then, they put her on a late night show with said hack writers, and it just wasn't the same. It's like if you watch her do her own material on, like, stand-up shorts and things like that, it's like completely different jokes and tone. It's like, why didn't they just let her do that? She's funny. And she doesn't have to make my vagina jokes all the time.
Oh, thank God.
No, she doesn't do that shit. And it's funny, they should have replaced the Amy Schumer show with the Taylor Tomlinson show. I would have watched that. But no.
Inside Amy Schumer?
Oh, God.
John Cena was apparently in there.
Why does it smell like cold cuts?
Ugh. And shitty leather. See, there we go. We gave props to a female comedian on WCBS. We're progressing, guys.
Yeah, we're not misogyners.
Yeah, no massages are happening during tonight's podcast.
Yeah, this show is massage free.
Yes. But it's not beer free. I've moved on to my second Voodoo Ranger, Fruit Force, Fruit Punch IPA. It's fantastic. Dion, when I come to visit for SummerSlam, we should get some of these.
Dude, I fucking love Voodoo Ranger. Great beer.
We should
Fruit Force is great. Yep. It's been a while since we did that.
I know. Let's case race it up. Enrique Vasquez, thank you very much. He says, "Hail WCBS. Jeff, did you hear about the possible new algorithm? Views alone might not count. People now have to comment and like. I think share to count. I have not. I heard that they're getting rid of a lot of AI-generated content, low-effort content. So what I did on our last video, folks, is I was like, you know what? If they're going to change this up, let's put everything into these videos and see if we're rewarded that way. Because shit, whatever's going on with this algorithm has not favored WCBS. But, I look at our videos, and you guys comment a lot. Even if the view counts or whatever, the comments and the thumbs-up ratios are awesome. So hopefully that helps us become a little more favorable in YouTube's algorithm so we can grow to 250K by the end of the year. But if you guys haven't, check out the Star Wars Noir video I did, because we finally got confirmation about the Rian Johnson trilogy, and instead of bringing you some video of me sitting in front of the toy collection going, "Goddamn Rian Johnson, he ruined Star Wars," that's never been my spiel. Anyway, but I went the different route. I figure if you're gonna want to stick it to somebody, why not take the thing that they're into, murder mysteries with, Knives Out and Poker Face. So I basically did a noir murder mystery style video about the Rian Johnson trilogy. So check that one out. It's been a lot of fun to do that kind of stuff. I want to bring more creativity into the channel, more than there's ever been before. So help YouTube reward us by checking out the content. We'd greatly appreciate it. And hopefully, Enrique, it'll benefit us, because some of this algorithm crap is ridiculous.
Yeah, and like them changing it every 6 months or so is a pain in the ass, because you fuck with everybody's channels and stuff all the time, and it's hard to keep getting views and keep going up and things like that. It's just it's not good.
No. Enrique also says, if anything, it shows immigration done correctly. He gets adopted by 2 U.S. citizens. I think he gets citizenship within a year or 3. Detention, please. The thing is, if anything, it just shows you that Superman is a human like all of us, and that he cares about people, and that he's here to serve humanity and help us do the best shit. He saves a damn squirrel. I thought that was the funniest part of that movie.
Yeah, it was.
Because I saw it with Phil, and he's like, he saved a fucking squirrel. I'm like, yes, Superman saves everything and everybody. It's Superman. He's supposed to be. He's always been like this. He's never been, let me snap your neck, let me go take Lois to the fucking Phantom Zone and plow her for 20 minutes. No, he's always just been straight up Superman. Hey, come in the Phantom Zone,
if you could turn the Phantom Zone into your own, Shag Shack, I would.
Bro, I'd go to the Fortress of Solitude. That's way cooler than the Phantom Zone.
If we're ranking places to go to the
bang in the DC.
Sure.
All right, hold on, folks in the chat. Let us know your prime locations to bang in the DC universe. I'd pick
Wayne Manor.
Wayne Manor. No, that's a good one.
The Watchtower. Clearly the Watchtower, guys. We're talking about.
The reason Themyscira wins is because you have an island full of ladies that aren't all lesbians. If you're the only man there, it's just the train is run on you.
And they respect you if you can fight.
Yeah.
Let's fight, and if you best me, you get in these sugar walls. I'm like, all right, even if I lose, I'm winning.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody loses on Themyscira.
Oh man.
Yeah, we're turning DC into some dirty, dirty, dirty work. Dirty comics. That's what DC stands for now.
That's right.
Did you see Hustler brought their comic books back?
I did.
No, I did not see that.
Yeah, a couple months ago. You can get Hustler comics. I want to buy them, but I also don't want to buy them because it's like I'm not trying to read porno comics. Okay, I'm just curious if they're any good.
When you say it like that, maybe it is.
Dude, I'm the most self-aware comic creator. It's like, I gotta watch out what I read because I don't want to have that influence. Like, I don't want to just. Maybe that would actually help Stealing Solo sell 1 million copies if there was just some big titties right in the middle of the book. I see a lot of people that just are like, "Hey, let me throw tits in this book and watch it sell." Not me. I'm sorry. Next book, Wokebusters 2. We'll fight a giant set of tits in Manhattan. How's that?
You can have it be like Ghostbusters 1, where like, clear your minds, don't think of anything, and then like me or Dion or somebody thinks of tits, and it's like just giant tits that come attack us.
And we're like, we don't want to hurt him, but this could be really fun. Yeah, this is gonna be really fun. I'm gonna enjoy it. See you on the other side, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, if you gotta go with a smile.
That's right. We gotta do what we love. You goddamn right.
Jeff was speared to death by a giant nipple. May he rest in pieces. I'm not dead, guys, but it hurts. Just be smiling in the corner.
Don't jump in. Nick and I are exactly where we want to be.
Yeah. I'm drowning. I motorboated myself to death. Anyway, Xavier to God, thank you very much for being a member for 29 months. We appreciate all you guys. Did you guys see they're putting Spider-Man 2 back in theaters in 4K and extended scenes? I did see that, Xavier to God. Also, too, the Spider-Man 2.1 edit is a little better than Spider-Man 2. Some of the fight scenes are extended. There's only one part I don't like. There's a scene where Mary Jane and the girl from Death Proof have a conversation in a shoe store. And it's talking about you, I love him, blah, blah, blah. And it's a little over the top, and I'm glad they cut it originally. But it's still Spider-Man 2, and that's, my favorite superhero movie. Matt, I'll read those from market research, yes. He also says, do you think Spider-Man 3 would have been the first billion-dollar superhero movie if it was better?
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know, because the hype was so real, and even though Spider-Man 3 sucked, I saw it 3 times in theaters when I was 18, so yeah, it probably would have made way more money if it was better, but it sucks that Spider-Man 2 is the one that made the least, because that's the best one. But, The Dark Knight, a year later, okay, to be fair though, Xavier to God, it took a re-release in early 2009 for The Dark Knight to cross into the billion-dollar territory. And as much as I love Spider-Man and, have a big part of the collection up here dedicated to that character, The Dark Knight had more buzz and more hype than any movie I remember in the modern era for a superhero picture. Like, that thing was, like, everybody talked about that shit. Dion remembers, like, that's when we started hanging out back in the day. Everybody kept going about the Dark Knight this and the Dark Knight that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was a huge because didn't Spider-Man 3 still do 800 million or whatever it was?
Over. Like, I think adjusted for inflation, it beat all the Andrew Garfield movies.
Yeah. So I mean, I think for it to just need a couple $100 million more to officially break it. Yeah, if it was good, it overall good, because there are good moments. But if it was a better pound for pound cohesive movie, it would have. Yeah, I 100% believe it would have crossed $1 billion. But Sam Raimi, dude doesn't bat 1,000. But yeah, Dark Knight was everywhere when they released the first 10 minutes of the movie.
I bought a ticket to go see I Am Legend.
Yep. I took Hillary on a date to go see I Am Legend, in part because of the Dark Knight trailer. So those first 10 minutes of the movie. So it was nuts, man. That shit was absolutely insane. And then again, not saying it because I'm not trying to allude this the only reason. But then Heath Ledger dies on top of that, and it just it was the Vince McMahon factor. That additional boost in importance for it. Like, oh, now Heath Ledger's died. He just gave this great performance. Catch his last performance. now because it's back in theaters and people ate that up. And again, I'm not saying that he didn't deserve it, but if you look at it objectively, that went a long way at that time, especially right before the Oscars. So it was The Dark Knight was its own beast for sure.
The weird thing is though, like The Dark Knight and the Avengers, while both huge successes in the comic book movie realm, also had negative adverse effects, because after The Dark Knight, you had this string of dark, gritty reboots and reimaginings that sucked. And then with Marvel's Avengers movie being the greatest thing ever since sliced bread, according to some, you got the shared universe concept inserted into places where it didn't belong, like the back of a Volkswagen. It just, both of those movies, while great on their own, they had negative effects that I think hurt as much as they helped. Because you didn't need a dark, gritty Spider-Man reboot in 2012. You didn't need a shared universe for Men in Black and all this other crap. It kind of changed how Hollywood... Look, Hollywood's always in the search for more money. It's like Spaceballs 2. But now everything has gone to the streaming version. There's these trends they follow. And usually it's the first thing is quality, and then the things that follow up kind of suck. So, Dark Knight, thank you for being good. Spider-Man, Avengers, thanks for being good. But overall, man, you guys fucked up the game overall.
Well, I think you have that with everything that becomes super popular. There's always going to be adverse effects, especially the more popular it was. I mean, that's not just in film, but TV and sports. I think the only other version of entertainment that you see it more than you do in Hollywood is in sports. I mean, Kendo and I could probably talk an hour straight without having any needs to pause in the different fads that have hit the NFL or the NBA, and for sure, The Dark Knight and Avengers are a perfect example of that. So I think, it's even going back to when the X-Files was popular, you had the adverse effects of everything, every other studio trying to have an X-Files like show.
Oh,
I mean,
shit,
don't get me
yeah.
wrong. Baywatch Nights is hilarious, but that happened because they were trying to make an X-Files thing going on.
Millennium.
Yep. Oh, damn. I forgot about that show. That shit was crazy. The Lone Gunman, that shit came out and they essentially had a 9/11 episode. I used to love that show. Dude,
the guy looked like the lead singer of Rush. He was a little weird looking, but that was a good show.
I'm rewatching X-Files, and it's all the first season is wild because they predicted a lot of stuff that's happening right now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey Nick, we should go over to Patreon one of these days and do a video, 10 things the X-Files predicted correctly. That'd be kind of fun.
I'm down with that. I'm totally down with that.
That theme song's the shit.
Oh, I love it, dude. Fucking love it so much.
It's really good. Classic.
Oh yeah, so let's see. Eddie C said Fringe, dude. I fucking love Fringe. Fringe was a really good episode, really good show. But as usual, it didn't stick the landing at the end.
Is that the one with Joshua Jackson where they have an alternate dimension? Wasn't Leonard Nimoy in that for a minute?
Do what?
Wasn't Leonard Nimoy in that for a minute?
Yeah, he was in it. He was in it on and off, and then he was in it towards the last, second to last season, and then he just didn't. J.J. Abrams left in the last season, and so did Leonard Nimoy, and then they just ended it with 6 episodes. So, it was a really interesting series. It dealt with a lot of government stuff, MK Ultra things, genetics, a bunch of DARPA stuff is basically what it dealt with, and it was a really, really fun show.
Weather control, got it.
Yeah, dude. Well, weather control, everything that DARPA does.
Did you? Never mind. That's too political for this show. It was about the flood in Texas. Anyway, John Thomas says apparently the CCP is allying with squirrels. They invaded a nuke base. Rats with furry tails. Wait, is Willard part of the CCP now?
Oh my god.
What a weird ass movie. You guys ever seen that?
I do like that movie, but it is super fucking weird. I never
watched it. I thought it was a spin-off. I thought it was a spin-off of his character from Charlie's Angels. I was like, I'm not gonna watch this.
It pretty much is. It's a remake of a 70s movie.
Okay.
Right. But do you remember the second Charlie's Angels movie?
Yeah.
John, I have a traumatic event in the summer of 2003. Little Jeff went to a drive-in to go see a double feature of Charlie's Angels Full Throttle and Terminator 3 Needless to say, I left disappointed.
God damn.
That was a bad double feature.
You got fucked twice.
Yeah, not in a good way at all.
I was only 14, so hey, I didn't know any better.
You got finger popped.
Oh my god!
By terrible writing and bad direction. And
Dude,
you did not enjoy it.
Even Bernie Mac couldn't save that fucking movie as Bosley. Dude, Charlie's Angels 2 is like one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
It is crazy, but I did love that it was pretty much Crispin Glover, that snatching hair and smelling it, and it's just that dude, but he's just doing it with Rats and Willard, and it was hilarious. I don't know why I get so much joy out of both those movies. And then I think also the fact the way he dies in Charlie's, he just like gets thrown off of a roof.
Yeah, it's like It was the one time I saw that movie.
Yeah, no, I like both the movies too because they're just fucking hokey. It's during that time where we had a lot of like they did movies of this old 70s shows. We had like Starsky and Hutch. We had a couple of those too. So some of them were good, some of them were not so good.
Yeah.
Where do you rank Starsky and Hutch? I don't think that was a very good movie.
I actually like that one a lot.
Objectively, it's a very okay movie. It's got funny moments in it, you know. I enjoyed it, but yeah, it's definitely not. I would never say it's great. You know, it's pretty standard Stiller Wilson combo.
See, I got spoiled a little later on because like Wedding Crashers is to me legitimately great, and if you don't like reach that level of insanity in a comedy, it's like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I don't watch sitcoms that are like for network TV that are buttoned up and don't cuss. It's not about the cussing, it's the absurdity that show brings. And I just need my comedies to be like balls to the wall crazy. I can't, unless it's like British, then I can watch the driest shit you can possibly imagine.
That's true. But I mean, like, you know, you had Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson, Vince Vaughn, what is it? Fred Williamson, fucking love that guy. Snoop Dogg as
Huggy Bear.
Yeah, he was Huggy Bear.
You had Jason Bateman in it as well. Like, yeah, it was a good cast of people. Like, I legitimately enjoyed it. I really did like it. I thought it was a fun time. But yeah,
I saw it on a bootleg DVD when it was new, and I just. Dion, when I visit for SummerSlam, I'm not saying we watch Starsky and Hutch. I'm saying we shouldn't, but we should watch some comedy. We should watch some comedies. Like, we should introduce the kids into some shit that they've never seen yet. Be like, hey, kids,
100%.
You're old enough for. They're not old enough for 21 Jump Street yet. Shit.
Dodgeball.
Are they old enough for Dodgeball?
Yeah, Dodgeball's fine.
I think a lot of it will go over their head. I think Dodgeball's fine for sure. They will go over their head. And then, you know, Devin's turning 13, so there are things that he can get that D2 will just be like, what?
Yeah, Dodgeball should be fun. Yeah.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, just, you know.
It's so good. It's so good.
See, now that's a Ben Stiller movie I can get behind. That, Heavyweights, Along Came Polly. Like, I like Ben Stiller movies. Tropic Thunder's the shit.
He just doesn't bat 1,000. He doesn't hit a homer every time, you know.
Yeah, but also the ones that he doesn't bat 1,000 at aren't bad. They're just not good. They're not like fucking terrible. Right. You know? So like, yeah, that's all.
At worst, some of them are boring.
Yeah.
Night at the Museum 3.
Yes. Well, all the Night at the Museum movies.
I haven't even sat through any of them, dude. They just look terrible. I'm sorry.
I like the
Robin
first
Williams,
one.
but
yeah, they're family movies. They're you know, they're for kids. Like, that's really what they are.
I like.
So is Mrs. Doubtfire. It's a kids movie. I love Mrs. I saw Mrs. Doubtfire in theaters. I was 5 years old.
I did too. It was. I think that kind of cemented my love of Robin Williams when I watched it as a kid. I was like, who is this guy? I didn't watch all his movies. Like, that's how it happened.
He was America's dad in the 90s. He was better than Danny Tanner.
Oh yeah.
Danny Tanner was kind of a bitch if you look it up. Like, who was the shittiest TV dad? We always talk about the greatest of like Uncle Phil, Carl Winslow, Tim Taylor. Like, who was the crappiest? Like, and I don't mean like worst actual fathering, but like, who's the dad where you're like, man, I'm stuck with Danny Tanner. What, like, the dad from Seventh Heaven's the worst.
I was about to say, if we're ranking if we're excluding real world events, even just in world, the dad from Seventh Heaven, like I remember the episode where video games were bad, and it's like, what?
Do you remember the one where the Holocaust survivor wanted to go to school to talk about the historical relevance of what they lived through, and he goes, "That's a little too heavy for kids. They shouldn't hear this." I'm like, what the fuck, dude? It's history.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And then there's one where he goes undercover as a janitor to like infiltrate the school.
Well, or the one where Simon's friends were huffing paint, but like it was like turning into like gang members.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's just crazy.
I need to watch Seventh Heaven. Then this sounds terrible.
Yeah, apparently I missed out.
You need to get baked and watch Seventh Heaven,
dude.
I'll do it. I'll fucking do it.
That would be a blast. Plus, I just always loved the nostalgia of knowing that my black ass family, my parents fucking loved Seventh Heaven. 2 black people from Chicago loved Seventh Heaven, and and every time I think about it, I just start laughing. Like, why the 4 of us would sit down on the WB and watch a family of like 6 white people. It was so fun. Like thinking back, I'm like, damn.
I can just imagine Dan's dad. I love these silly white folks.
He's like, he's right. It's just you gotta be careful with these kids in this paint.
It's like, dude, Seventh Heaven was always like a time to turn the channel. But I made a video on this recently. The worst religious show of the 90s was a show called Promised Land. It was about these people that drove around the country in an RV.
Yep.
And they would like randomly stop and it's like it was a spinoff of Touched by an Angel.
Yep.
And so they would like randomly stop at an event, and then like the Lord would speak to them about what they need to do. There was a whole season where the kid goes blind. And it's like, oh, I'm not scared. God has a plan for me. And then like Jeremiah gets his eyesight back at the end of the season. They're like, praise the Lord.
That show followed Touched by an Angel. And I remember that shit got put in syndication when PAX was trying to make some waves in the television world, man. I remember that show. That shit was terrible.
That and the Billy Ray Cyrus show? Dude, PAX was the worst channel ever. Like, I was raised Catholic.
Promised Land only lasted 3 seasons.
And my fucking family watched that show. Okay, so like I would go to my grandma's house, and she lives with my uncle. They would watch Promised Land, and they're like, if you watch Promised Land, you could stay up later. And so I would stay up and watch the show because I was like a kid. I didn't want to go to bed at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
But those shows were all horrible.
Here's a question. Would you rather watch a few episodes of Promised Land or Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas?
Well, hold on a second. Is it the equal amount of times? Because if like Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas is not,
it's like I don't know. I've seen Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas. I did it. Me and some guys sat around to watch it, see how bad it was. Oh, it is fucking awful. It's like an hour and 40 minutes. So yeah, you guys have 3.5 episodes of Promised Land.
Let's do that for Patreon this holiday season, guys.
All right, there we go. Perfect. It is.
Oh my god. We're gonna watch Left Behind. Is that what we're gonna do?
No, that's a different movie.
I wouldn't mind being left behind. Is it the one where everybody gets pulled into heaven and then the like?
It's about
That's the premise of This Is the End.
Yeah,
right?
It's a much better movie.
Funny. Left Behind is hilariously because I think in the later sequels, Kevin Sorbo is starring in it.
Yep.
Yeah. There's another Kirk Cameron. No, we watched. Was it Left Behind? We watched that. We watched something else too, but it was with. I want to say Nicolas Cage, and he was like, was that Left Behind where the plane crashes? And
no, I know which one you're talking about. He's the future.
It's called Next.
Like,
It's called Next.
Okay.
It's called Next.
Because I thought Kirk Cameron was in that one too, because there was like very heavy religious Christian mythology or ethos, whatever you want to call it, type of stuff, undertones to that movie too. But yeah, Saving Christmas is rough.
Dude, and also the cover, that action movie cover he has in that movie is just like, it's so misleading. It's so misleading.
And I'm not somebody that's put off by that stuff. Like, you can make a really religious movie and I can still watch it.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, how heavy is the hand that rocks the cradle of said movie?
Agreed. Like I said, dude, I went to Catholic school through high school. Like, none of this shit bothers me. But man, do these like saccharine, overly preachy movies make me laugh so hard.
Oh shit, Fireproof! I forgot. We watched Fireproof also. That is another Kirk Cameron movie. Where he plays
I forgot about Fireproof.
What the fuck is? Let me see this.
So, all right, here I'll give you the brief plot synopsis of said. Essentially, it's Kirk Cameron is married to his wife, right, and he gets addicted to porn. And it's going to ruin their marriage. And he's a firefighter, hence Fireproof. And through like interventions and shit between his fellow firefighters and stuff like that, they don't get divorced and they end up realizing their marriage can stand for everything, and he gives up the pornography. It's extremely fucking hokey.
Dude, okay, all right, I'm on IMDb and it says, in an attempt to save his marriage, a firefighter uses a 40-day experiment known as the Love Dare. That's all it says.
Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah. So, there you go. So we'll watch Saving Christmas for...
So this firefighter puts his life on the line for other people to save them out of fires and other things. His only vice is like looking at titties on the internet. That's his only vice.
Yes, he is a porn addict.
He doesn't drink. He doesn't do drugs. He doesn't shoot his wife. He just jerks off in the fucking break room or whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's I'll read it to you, master verbatim right here. It says that married couple Caleb Holt, a fire captain serving the Albany Fire Department, and Catherine Holt, a hospital administrator, are experiencing marital difficulties. At work, Caleb underscores the importance of never leaving one partner behind, but at home, he and Catherine constantly argue. Catherine accuses Caleb of being selfish because he prioritizes his desire for an unnecessary and expensive boat and leaves her to consider how to pay for needed medical equipment for her ailing mother. She also is frustrated about him excessively masturbating to internet pornography and leaving her to handle all the home responsibilities and overheads herself. Caleb feels attacked. Their constant argument escalates to the point where Caleb loses his temper and lashes out verbally. Consequently, Catherine wants a divorce, to which enraged Caleb agrees.
So they're like any other married couple?
Well, yeah. Way less likable.
Right. They seem like they're that couple you invited the last minute just to be nice. It's like, oh yeah, we're having this thing tomorrow. Can you guys make it? You can't. Oh shit, that sucks. Like they're that couple. They're that couple, you know. Yeah. They might have that really big pool you want to use every now and again, like for July 4th, but you never actually like want to talk to them. You know?
Yeah, there's fireproof.
That sounds horrific, and I never want to watch it.
So we're watching it for Patreon.
Yeah. God damn it, yes.
God.
Plus, I just love the idea of that face, and it's like, you know, Kurt, you don't have to keep telling us all the shit you're going through. We don't need to think about you being obsessed with porn, because we all know 100% you look like the type of guy that probably is obsessed with porn because of all this weird shit, Kurt.
Dude, Kirk Cameron looks like he's on the list, okay? He looks like he's on the fucking list.
Man.
I'm serious. He looks like he's on the fucking list, okay?
Yeah, dude. I would not trust Kirk Cameron with one of my pets, let alone anything.
I wouldn't trust a man with a dead hamster, okay? I'm just saying.
Yeah, like Richard Gere?
He seems like that guy.
He probably is closer to that legend than real Richard Gere.
Yeah. Because like, you know, it's one of those things where when people usually deviate like this hard into religion, they did something really bad to get there, and it's just like, what did you do? Like, where did you bury the hooker and you went this way? Like, you know, like, was it a swamp? Was it a desert? I just need to know like where to look. You know? Yeah,
dude. Seriously, don't trust Kirk with diddly, man. That dude is just too.
Don't say diddly around him. He might do it to you.
The thing is, if he were to come across this and hear Nick say that, he's the type of person that probably would sue us.
Oh, yeah, 100% he would. 100% he would.
That's why we have a lawyer.
They accused me of doing this. It's like, no, we were just saying shit. So
this is a comedic podcast. It's all done in comedy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Although, to be fair to him, his zealousness is extended to his family because his sister, Candace Cameron Bure, because she's married to the less talented Bure brother of the hockey world. They were apparently going to get divorced for the reals recently. I saw this news blurb pop up for some reason, and but you know, Kirk Cameron helped talk them into reconciling. So you know, there you go. He saved him. He saved the marriage there. So good for Kirk.
No. Did he save the marriage, or did he just extend the heartache that they're going to go through? Which one?
I mean, she married a Russian.
Jesus,
he was born on the other side of the Iron Curtain, so maybe she kind of has it coming. Don't marry a commie.
Oh. I didn't realize it was kind of a situation.
But no, I'm totally down to watch. I'm totally down to watch this ridiculous movie for Patreon for like the holiday season or whenever we have to do it. Like I'm fucking down for that. It sounds
the Kirk Cameron saga. Every Kirk Cameron film.
No.
No,
You will be
do
looking
that.
for a
Calm
new
down.
third and fourth chair if that is the requirement.
How many movies is this motherfucker in? Like 4?
A lot.
a lot.
Yeah, he's part of that whole, because I think he puts a lot of movies too on that Christian one. What's that called? The one dude from Nickelodeon that started it, Nick. What's that freaking channel?
I asked
Christian
Google how
Netflix.
many movies. How many movies has Kirk Cameron made? It says at least 9. So even Google doesn't even know how many movies Kirk Cameron made. It's at least 9.
God.
How about we watch the episode of Growing Pains where Leonardo DiCaprio gets beat up for being mentally challenged? Does that work?
Yeah, that works.
You mean What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Yeah, that's something else.
Cancer. It's cancer. It's just cancer.
Okay.
It's eating the inside of his brain. It's fine.
So I'm related to some super uber religious people, and they like recommend those types of movies, and I'm just like, thank you, and then I never watch them. Never, dude. Like Dion, I'm gonna bring one up. I'm gonna go borrow one and bring it up to you for SummerSlam.
Oh my God!
You got to.
No. Jeff, I have to give you the one that we got from Astoria to go have you go watch it with Dion.
Oh yeah,
Oh, God.
dude, send it to me. It'll be cheaper to mail it to me than it will be to Dion, and I'll drive it up and I'll send it back. The Fookins.
I want to rip it off and make you a disc and just fucking mail it to you or whatever.
Or just rip it and send me the digital file, and I'll just
send him the Dropbox.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
we'll just watch. Dion, there's a movie we got to watch with you. Your face is
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm in.
you gotta record him watching it just so we can see his reaction to this.
Will his face be like mine when we watch Tales from the Hood 2?
No,
You were nervous.
No. Your reaction was better for Black Dynamite because you were just like,
I was enjoying that movie. It took me like 15
you-
minutes to figure out
Yeah,
that it was
yeah,
like,
you- Yeah, you enjoyed it, but it was also
Spoofing.
confusing because you're like, this is 70s, but Michael J. White looks like he's young. This is his dad. Like you're having this whole like thing going in your
because
head.
they did the movie so damn well. I thought it was an actual 70s, black exploitation movie because they did a good job with it. So I spent like the first half hour of the movie trying to figure out, is this a newer movie or is this an actual 70s movie? And then like several people I know that, are in this movie, and it's just like, oh, this is definitely a newer movie because I don't think Tommy Davidson would have looked like this in 1975.
Yeah, but also,
You like cream corn?
And then I was in on the joke, and I was just loving it at that point.
oh, dude, such a
It's
good
it's
movie.
one of the best movies of the decade. That movie's
Yeah.
great.
Easily.
I love that we have the Black Dynamite buttons. We'll have to press one later. Our friend Jim Sterling, thank you very much for your generous super chat. Jim says, Star Trek, The Undiscovered Coke. The crew comes over Kirk's apartment in a desperate search to find his lost stash of booger sugar in order to liven up the diplomatic visit from the Klingon ambassador. I want to see that movie.
That sounds like Quentin Tarantino making a fucking Star Trek movie. Is what that sounds like.
We almost had that too.
I want him to say the N word in space. I want him to say that in space. That's what I want.
But in space,
That's what I
no one
want.
can hear you slur, Nick.
Yeah.
Exactly. So he can never get canceled. It's fine. It's fine.
We gotta make a T-shirt of that.
All right, let me write that down.
Instead of him yelling Khan, he yells a different word.
Yeah.
Nubian.
Khan Nubian Singh. I want that one.
Nubian sing. What is he, Indian? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh shit! The augments, you could call him a cast, so I guess that does make sense.
God. Is Star Trek 2 still the best Star Trek movie?
Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah.
Two's pretty good. I don't know. It really does go up and down with them. It really does.
It does. It does.
Two,
I mean,
four.
if you're going if you're saying all the great ones that are great, is Wrath of Khan the best of the great ones? Other great ones. Undiscovered Country is one of the good ones. I'd say the 2009 one is one of the
I
great
like Voyage
ones.
Home.
Voyage Home
Home's
is good.
awesome. I say 3 is underrated. First Contact's awesome. I mean, that's
Oh, it's so
that
good.
could
First
go
Contact
number
is so
2.
good. First Contact is so
Yep,
good.
that one's fucking great.
Generations was the first one I watched, and I fucking love
Yes,
that one.
I love Generations. Being a Trekkie, to see them, they were in the same movie, and it's the start. You see the Enterprise B, for a minute. That's a great one. Yeah, I still got Wrath of Khan, still the best one.
Dion, I have to tell you some bad news. I don't have a single Star Trek collectible in my collection. I need to, not a single
I've got
Enterprise, not a Captain Kirk, nothing is on this wall. I need to fix that.
Yeah, fix that, Doug. Boldly go. Boldly go.
I
want a Majel Barrett action figure, or at least a Majel Barrett mood ring, you know.
Star Trek was the first one I liked before Star Wars. Like, I watched that a lot first. I got into that hardcore. I think I saw the VHS tapes of the old
Next Generation.
Next Generation, yeah. I still got the VHS tapes of those episodes somewhere.
Some guy I am friends with on Facebook recently bought the entire collection of VHS tapes of the Next Gen. It's like 89 tapes or something. So many.
Like you need a forklift to move them.
Yeah, dude, go with the discs, man.
He bought it on Marketplace.
Not even that. Just like get a hard drive. It's way more compact. It's fine.
I like to get a little inebriated and watch Star Trek. It's very expanding of the mind.
No, it is because
some James Cromwell First Contact, that was good.
First Contact. I think was the second one I watched after Generations, and like that was a really wild one. I really enjoyed First Contact. It was, you had time travel, had to go back to the beginning, making sure that they made it, and you had the Borg and Picard dealing with that and everything. Data had his own problem. Like, it was like crazy.
Well, my family were pretty hardcore Trekkies when First Contact came out, so I remember, and obviously that's towards the end of the VHS era, but like that came out on video, and I remember my whole fucking family was excited to watch that one. I was a kid. The episode of Next Generation where they encounter the Borg and they kidnap Picard. Like, that's little good. Kid, me and my sister, like we were like, are they gonna get him back? My parents had to be like, listen, calm down. It's gonna be fine. Patrick Stewart's not actually been turned into a robot. It's a TV show.
Thank God.
Calm down. And I was just like, we were like freaking that whole, then when the Federations has different battle groups to attack the cube, that shit was nuts, man.
You know what? I might acquire that show for my collection. I think I'm gonna do that.
You should. There's a lot of shitty episodes.
I'm sure, dude. No. That's what those 90 shows were. You had 24 episodes. A lot of them weren't good.
9 were good.
Next Generation started in the 80s.
87, right?
Yep.
Yeah. No, I'm still gonna get it for sure.
All right, Dion. I'm gonna be a man for a minute. Who's the hottest Next Generation chick? Is it Gates McFadden or Marina Sirtis?
Listen, I get
Deanna Troi. I think is pretty hot.
Deanna Troi is my favorite, but Gates McFadden is just, that's what I also too is like she was just so smart. But plus, Gates McFadden's eyes.
The other lady had nicer everything else.
She did.
Hair, costume.
Deanna Troi, man. I gotta go Troi.
That one lady, what was it? Nurse Chapel from the first Star Trek. Not bad either. Or Uhura. Like, Star Trek had nice-looking women the whole time.
Yeah.
I think because Gene Roddenberry was a poonhound. That's really what it is.
That's why they all had skirts.
Dude, that lady that was Nurse Chapel was like a sex addict. Have you ever read her book? I did.
I never read the book, but I heard behind the scenes that she was wild.
Dude, okay, so I go down these rabbit holes on Audible because anybody out there have a subscription that you pay for and you don't really utilize it? So Audible gives you these credits. And so at one point I had 17 Audible credits, and I'm like, oh, I'm in the mood for sci-fi. So I listened to this thing called These Are the Voyages, and it took me down this Star Trek rabbit hole where I discovered that, Nurse Chapel was a sex addict. And then I went down another rabbit hole where apparently Batman and the Riddler were having orgies on the old Adam West series. So
I believe that.
Damn.
Yeah, Burt Ward wrote about it in his book. That's Robin for the layperson.
Yeah. I believe that shit, dude.
I just wanted to give a shout out to Jim Sterling. That was his last super chat, but this is my favorite line of the night. Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not your dealer.
I love those so much. I fucking love those so much. Here's the thing. I can't get past the first season of the old Star Trek show. I should probably I don't know. It's one of those things like when you get to a certain point in the old Star Trek show, like the 3rd or 5th episode, I'm just like, I can't do this. It's too hokey almost.
It's my favorite.
It is very hokey.
But I need to make an effort and get through it. I really do, because that show
Nick,
was.
When I come visit you, I'm going to make you watch some good episodes of Star Trek.
I will get them for my giant brick of a hard drive I have now.
I was just saying, I'll log you into Paramount Plus and we can watch them in HD.
Ooh. I could play
You know how to rip from those services, right?
Yes, sir, I do.
Oh, dude, I'll just give you all my logins, and you could rip everything off of these services. And then
Shit,
I'll
man,
cancel.
make me a spreadsheet. I don't fucking care. I'll do it.
Deal. We're talking about pirating on the air, folks. Call me Captain Jack.
listen. Shit's expensive. Who fucking cares? And what is that thing? I forget. This one guy said, if what is it? If buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't a problem or whatever. I forget what he said.
The dude that created Minecraft.
Yeah. If buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. That's what he said.
Hey, there's a reason why they go after it so bad. Dana White has historically made himself a fool trying to going after streaming sites. So yeah, man, I agree with that. That's if buying ain't owning.
You see that dude in Italy is getting arrested for buying a Game Boy that has a bunch of games preloaded on it?
Yep.
That's bullshit.
Welcome to the future, man. They're gonna try to go really, really, really hard on it, and then and then obviously the funny part too is because Dana got caught doing this, the whole we caught somebody, they're gonna parade them around and act like they're taking a bite out of the high seas, but dude, welcome to the future. You guys want to charge us out the ass for everything, it's
make something worth buying.
We'll see, and here's the thing. I'm not in Atlanta right now, but when I'm there, luckily there's a video store down the road. I am more than happy to go pay them for five movies a week and go rip those off and then bring them back and keep doing it every week, because I will gladly fund them every week and rent those movies over and over again, so I just have them for my collection. I will gladly do that, no problem, because I'm tired of paying for all this stuff. I really am. It's getting too high, it's too much. And if there's a show that everybody's talking about around the water cooler, I'll download it and then watch it, in my own time, and then talk about it with my friends. I'm not going to just get a service for a month, pay $30 for a month of whatever fucking service I need, and then watch it.
And they want to make it harder for us to quit these services.
Yeah. What is it? The click the cancel rule got rejected by Congress recently because of some bullshit reason. It was so stupid. We were almost there. We're almost there to get this thing where you could click to cancel everything from your gym membership to Netflix. We were getting there, but I think what's happening is they're lobbying too hard, and they want to make it where it's you have to sign up for it for 2 years minimum, and then if you cancel, you get penalized and shit like that. So
fuck that, man. Netflix.
Listen, and anyone ever trying to say that Mark Cuban is some progressive billionaire, he was one of the loudest voices against that shit. Because his whole argument was, well, how are we expected to make money if people can just easily cancel? So,
in the words of Tommy Lee Jones from The Fugitive, I don't care. All right, that guy ain't paying my bills. I don't give a shit about Mark Cuban. I don't give a shit about the Shark Tank people or Elon Musk's money or this guy's money. I don't care. You see, Twitter went up in price. That shit is $50 a month now to use Twitter Prime. Fuck them too. None of these services offer anything of value. I am tired of paying for digital shit because you know what? I don't use it. I would rather buy a book. I would rather buy a toy. I would rather buy an experience, like driving up to Michigan and hanging out with my other family. I don't want to spend money on streaming shit. Like Dexter. I love Dexter. I'm going to cancel Paramount Plus before I even watch the new Dexter. I don't even have time to watch this shit. If I keep waiting months and months, that's $80 I've spent on Dexter that I haven't watched. This is getting stupid. I'm getting... Nick,
welcome to the future.
Nick, I'm going to help you out. I'm going to get you access to a lot of high-quality digital content in exchange for a part of your Plex server, because you can have as many people as you want on that bitch. I'm a part of one that's got about 3,000 movies on it. You think I need to pay for shit anymore? No, I do not. But I'm also going to sound like a hypocrite. If a movie looks good, I'll go see it in theaters because I do want to support
No, I'm with you. I'm with you with that. No, 100%. If it's good, go support it. But this idea of it's funny because they did it to themselves, because I think it was Matt Damon was on Hot Ones, and he's like,
"Yep,
oh, back in the days during the 90s where you would get a second bump of income from the DVD sales, and now we don't. Now the reason that everything has to be an IP is because it's guaranteed to make money, or that's what Hollywood and the marketing department thinks. And as we've seen over the last 10 years, that's not been the case because people get bored of this shit. They're tired of it. They're even tired of Marvel. They're tired of Star Wars. They're tired of all this shit. So, and people are canceling more and more. This last year has been, I think, the worst. I mean, even what is it? Even Amazon Prime Day or whatever sale they had was down almost 50%. 50%. Nobody's buying stuff from Amazon.
Dion, you got that in the mail? I was thinking about buying
that.
Wild,
I just dude. It's so wild how everything's happening.
Nick, I spent $0 on Prime Day this year.
Yeah, dude.
Same.
And it's another thing that I kind of, it's a weird metric that I'm going by, but like I've gotten more emails this year from Lego for they're doing like their 4X and 2X Lego points days than I have any other year. It's been weird. Like I'm getting 2 emails a week from Lego for all of these ridiculous sales happening. It's strange.
I'm finding that my like the collecting hobby isn't really scratching the itch, because what they're doing is like, we'll use Todd McFarlane for example. It's just the same shit with a different paint of coat. Like every time it's like, hey, we're gonna have Batman that's blue, Batman that's gray, Batman that's green. The figures are the same. It's just I get it that times are hard, but these companies are shitting the bed and not really doing their duty. Like I'm happy to support people that give me value, but I'm not getting value out of these places. Streaming, video games, toys. Everyone's cutting corners and making this shit garbage. I'm kind of pissed off right now.
Dude,
paying more for less.
Dude, I can tell you this. People who are actually in the film, like who are, part of the big film shoots in Atlanta, they're all struggling for work now. They can't, there's no filming going on. There's no filming that's going to happen soon as well. Like it's just not happening. They're all doing, like I keep saying, they're all doing vertical dramas for like that fucking phone app. That's what they're doing.
We should make one about our AI girlfriend that dumped us for an AI lesbian. Like, people would watch that.
They would watch it. But no, I mean, it's just because, and everyone's like, and it's funny because I think Hollywood's still in that kick of like blaming the customer. It's like, oh, they're bigoted, they're this and that. It's like, no, you keep making shit and we're not going to buy it. We're not going to keep paying for stuff we don't like. Like that's how it is.
Exactly.
So. And I mean, even now recently, I think I got the deal for Stars where it was like $20 for a year or $1 for a year or some shit like that. I got that for a year because it was a great deal. But once that year is up, I'm gonna fucking cut it out. That's fine. I mean, even Paramount Plus, whenever I try to cancel them, they're always like, well, we'll give it to you for 3 more months for like $5. I'm like, all right, fine. If you keep giving me these deals, I'll keep going with it. But it's at some point I'm just gonna like delete it, so it's fine.
I'm stuck. It's a twofold for me. One, it's a business expense, so at the end of the year I can take it as a tax write-off. But like, I let my mom use this shit. She watches Peacock more than I do. She's like, oh, honey, I was watching American Greed, or oh, I was watching Poker Face or Netflix or this or that. I'm like, I want to cancel it, but she's into it, and I'm just gonna keep it for that reason. But they got me that way. Like,
that's how I do it too.
Do you know what? The audience is gonna hate this. I think Disney Plus with the Hulu bundle is probably the best deal because, like, I like Hulu. I don't really watch Disney shows.
Same. Yeah, no.
But Hulu's got King of the Hill and Burn Notice and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, like all my shit. So Hulu's the one streaming service that I'm okay to keep.
Yeah, I've been paying for it for years, like a very long time. So yeah, it's one I keep as well too.
Dion had it before anybody else I knew, and I would go up to visit, and Hillary's like, "Hey, look, Hulu's got this and this." I'm like, "Shit, Hillary, now I gotta get Hulu."
Well, she got us back in with the bundle, with the Hulu Disney bundle. So yeah, man. I mean, it's definitely hard to find a good value, especially in the streaming wars. Because yeah, man, like just in general, from streaming the toys, expecting us to pay more for less. The video game bubble is shaking real hard because they want us to pay now $80 or more for incomplete games and shit.
Not happening in this house.
Fucking Game Pass goes up every 6 months or so. It seems like now Game Pass is $20.
If you go to Slick Deals, they usually have the cards that are fairly cheap each month. The only problem is you're going to put it in each month, but it's it's going to save you like 75%.
Oh, see, that's worth it. I admit I'm one of those people with Game Pass that I'm like, all right, so I do pay my $20. But I play $20 worth of Game Pass every month because it's got GoldenEye, and that's my favorite game. And the day one releases are pretty legit. So it basically, I guess I paid, if you were to like piece out how much I paid like per the game versus per Game Pass, it's probably about even at this point. But I'm also willing to take chances, and I like to buy stuff that's like, oh, RoboCop. I waited till it was on sale for $6. I wasn't, dropping $80 on RoboCop. It's not that good of a game, but Game Pass let me try it, and now I own it.
Yeah, the subscription model I think is going to fail very, very soon because everything. I mean, even BMW is going to do it for the heated seats. I'm just like, you're going too far now.
Dude, Toyota even does it for remotely turning on your car and locking your doors and shit like that. You got to pay $15 a month to be able to remote start the car and to remote, unlock or lock. So like if I forget to lock the door, I mean, now it's not a problem. I park in the garage, but if I get out at work and I'm like, shit, did I forget to lock the doors? And I can't pull up the app and just hit lock and it locks anymore unless I want to pay $15 a month.
Yep.
Yeah.
I drive a car that has a key fob that locks it. There's no app for my cars, so it's not even an old car. It just doesn't.
Yeah, it just that's which is fine.
See, there are certain I love the advancement of technology. Like Nick, you and I are tech guys, like hardcore. We like to go on about this and that and the teraflops and all this other bullshit. But there's I feel like we've been exploited as a society. Like as consumers, we're exploited to the nth degree. And it's not that I feel used. I just don't care anymore. It's like, look, we got this feature and that feature. Oh, you mean the feature that I could have if I got up off my fucking couch and walked up to the door and pressed a button? Like, I'm not that lazy. Like, you might look at me and think I am. I'm not. I'm tired of this shit. I'm getting fed up because a lot of this, it's greed, but it also feels like it questions my intelligence and what's the word I'm looking for? Well, question my intelligence because I can't think of the word. But my point is, I'm tired with a lot of this shit. Like, seriously, man. I'm not cheap. I'm not broke. I'm not any of these things that people on the internet want to say. Like, I just don't want to fucking pay for this stuff because it's not worth the money anymore. The first company like Nintendo, I liked Nintendo. I used to love Nintendo. But now you're going to tell me that your Donkey Kong game is worth $70? I played the new Donkey Kong. You know what you do on that fucking game? You punch the ground and you get these little gold coins, and then you punch the wall and get more gold coins, and then you find a golden banana. It's so boring. Like, it's not this 10 out of 10 that IGN's saying. Like, everybody just seems to shit the bed. It's like everything's low effort, maximum cost. And it pisses me off. Like, I will happily reward the first... Like, this isn't a plug for anybody. Like, the dude, Bobby, the guy that runs Valverse Toys, like, he puts effort into his toys. That dude is hustling, and I respect that. But you look at somebody like Hasbro, it's like, hey, this Wolverine figure has been released 10 times in the last year. We just changed the color of the brown slightly to make it look like the misprint copy of X-Men 237. And people are just like... Yeah, fuck you guys. I'm done. Like, I'm done with all this shit, man. I'm done with all of it.
Yeah, it's... I think with tech stuff, it's something called planned obsolescence, where they have things only last a certain amount of time, and once again, I fucking hate that. Where it's like, that's why we get a new iPhone every fucking year. It's like, I could give a shit less. I really could. I just don't care.
The iPhone. I'll take that stance. This is a no iPhone family in this household right here.
Dude, I'm getting rid of mine.
Only no iPhone person in my family. Everybody else has an iPhone except me. I'm like, nope, I want an Android.
I'm getting rid of mine, dude. It's fucking terrible.
I can't say no Apple products because this is the iPad I draw all the comics on. The fucking Procreate and this shit is great for artwork. But
it is.
I cannot support I bought this in 2021. This shit was way more expensive than I'm willing to admit on the air. But my point is, I can't support that company, man. They just give you the same old shit every year, it feels like.
Yeah. I know I have mom into that ecosystem because it's easier for her to for everything to connect, but that's about it. Even for me, I don't have an Apple, I don't have a fucking Apple Watch, I got a fucking Fitbit. I have an iPhone that's 5 years old, but I need to replace that with an Android because I'm just ready for that now. But I'm just done. I'm just done with that shit, man.
Hey, just to give you an advance warning, you're still going to get hosed on an Android because it's still the same piece of shit phone that everybody else has. They're not.
Fine.
I'm just gonna go build my own. Fucking, I'm just gonna go build my own.
Nick, you're also gonna discover that whenever you do get your Android phone with your phone playing for 2 years, that magically around the 2-year mark when you've paid off your phone just doesn't seem to work right anymore.
Yeah,
dude, the same shit happens with iPhones. The same shit happens with iPhones because all of a sudden when you get the new update. It slows down, and it's funny because there was a whole thing where I think the last couple of years, people have not been updating their iPhone the way they've been saying, and they've been putting out these ridiculous like security alerts, being like, "Oh, because of the security hack, you need to update your iPhone right now." And it's like nobody cares because they know it's Apple fucking with everybody. So with everybody not updating their phone all the time, nobody cares. And nobody's buying phones. It's people are just like not giving a shit anymore.
Yeah, it's tough out here in these streets, man. And then what sucks too is that they're all in on it, right? So, IGN's a perfect example. A game is $70, $80, but whatever relationship that IGN and some of these other, gaming journalists have, you get early access to the game, but just be nice to it. Or as IGN has historically done, given crazy rankings for games that are awful. So then they're all in on it together, and then you got to have subscription to read their shit. It sucks, man. It absolutely sucks. And then again, like you guys are saying, the quality is still bad. Unfinished games, unfinished movies. You got to pay to see. You got to pay to see the teas. It's just shit like that right now. It's just absolutely ridiculous. They're trying to squeeze every penny out of every consumer as long as possible.
Dude, I spent a good chunk of money making my own Plex, my own movie server for my place. Like I spent a good chunk of money to do that because I hit peak like frustration. I was like, fuck this. I'm just gonna spend the money, buy the parts and fix it and do it myself. And I did. And I'm very happy with it. I'm very, very happy with it. Because I can stream anything I want to any device I have anywhere in the world. Because I'm done with it. I'm fucking done with it.
Oh hell yeah. Folks, this has been Old Men Ranting at Clouds, your favorite podcast here on WCBS. No, we should rename it to Old Men Ranting at the Cloud. Fuck the cloud.
Yep.
That was such I hate digital servers, man. Just fuck them.
Dude, it's
they're a necessity for the Ollie's toy videos, though, because that's the thing. I go out and film it, and then I upload it to the cloud, download it to my computer, because they have made it so cumbersome to plug your phone into the computer, because you need to get like Samsung Dex and all these other garbage services.
Well, Jeff, if you ever want to build your own cloud, let me know. I'll help you out. It'll be as easy as what you're doing now.
Okay, so I have a bottle of water, so I need to use water vapor and pressure, right? That's how clouds are made.
Yeah.
Cool.
Also, we need to seed the clouds and do the chemtrails as well too, so we can get rain.
Don't even get me started on chemtrails, bro. They're everywhere here. They're turning the frogs freaking gay. That's
what got Prince.
Oh man, I thought it was the fucking splits he did, and he's a Jehovah's Witness and wouldn't get the surgery, so he had a heart attack. Anyway. I like Prince, goddamn. Enrique Vasquez, thank you very much. He says, so a better concept for fireproof is a religious guy gets sent to hell, but he is immune to fires of hell and says to the demons, vaya con Dios. Sign me up for some Monsignor Martinez up in this.
I'm down. Drinking a Cervezas Cristal in hell.
Now, Enrique had requested a button a second ago. We're going to press it for you right now.
You had enough yet? No. That's another one. So? You just say the word, I'll keep going. Go. Eeny, meeny, miny. Mo. Your mother was a... Ho. He was a famous clown. Bobo. Mitch, cut it out.
I fucking love that movie. And here's another one for you, Enrique.
Cry me a river, dick face.
You know what's sad, Kendo? We had to retire the Amistad button.
Oh,
I know.
Yeah,
but Amistad 2 was such a huge hit.
It was. I loved watching in theaters when it came out. It was great.
Yeah, I loved Amistad 2.
Yeah, greatest movie of all time. Now, here's a great question from Swift -1. Best shields in a sci-fi film / show ship. The ID4 aliens. I love Independence Day. I love the aliens. I love the ship. There's a lot of stuff to love about that one. I can't think of a better... Well, Batman's not a science fiction movie, but when he calls up the shields on the Batmobile, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Shields.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta go with Star Trek. The use of the shields has always been cool. I think they perfected it with the Next Generation era of Starfleet. You know, the idea of the shields are at 80%, Captain. You know, I think the best that it's been done in Star Trek, even though Star Trek, is the best one. I think is Wrath of Khan, when they get, Khan gets the drop on the Enterprise, and they use the captain's code to shut down the what's the ship that he steals? Not the Allegiant, whatever. I'll come to me in a second.
Oh, Birds of Prey? Bird of Prey?
No. So not the Klan, but in Star Trek in Wrath of Khan, when it's the other Starfleet ship he gets.
Oh, okay, all right.
He wants to say the Allegiant, but it'll come to me in a minute. But when they fucking when he hits the code, and he's just like, "Don't worry, Khan, here it comes," and the little icon around it is going down. Boop 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 boop. Reliant, you guys are the best. The Reliant, and he goes, "Sure, our shields are falling. Where's the override? Where's the override?" Oh my god, I pop for that part every fucking time.
It's a great movie. It's
stuff, man.
The only part of Wrath of Khan I don't enjoy watching is when they put that earworm thing in Chekhov's ear. I'm like, ooh, nasty.
Yep, that shit is crazy.
Now,
which is funny too, because they were gonna do. He almost got a ship. Or that's why he got a ship in one of the shows, because everybody was pissed. Like, yo, why isn't our boy Chekhov getting any love? He got kidnapped by Khan and tortured and turned into a sleeper agent, and they finally gave us the USS Chekhov.
Isn't he one of the 3 last living actors from the original show?
Yeah.
Walter Cohen's such a smart ass. So a couple years ago, I think it was a couple years ago, because Nick and I were laughing about it. But he tweeted out he was doing some event. I think it might have been Dragon Con, but he was like, "Hey, I'm really old. I'm one of the only ones alive. Come and see me before I die." Yeah. And everybody was like, "Yo, man, what the fuck? Don't joke like that. Are you sick?" Like everyone, Walter Cohen was like, "I was joking, guys." But yeah, man, it's just him and because Nimoy's dead. Him and Shatner.
Yeah.
Isn't Michelle Nichols still alive?
No, she died last year.
She died recently.
Oh, her is dead? Wow, I forgot that one. Shit. R.I.P. Uhura.
Yeah, man.
Now, I wanted to ask you guys this question, because I asked it on the High Council briefly, but this is the epitome of pop culture. So I did a double feature of Independence Day, Men in Black over 4th of July, and I think Men in Black is the better movie, and it hurts me to say it, but
wow.
Dude, Men in Black is shorter. It hits, and it's a better structured film. I think Independence Day is quality. I love it. That speech gives me goosebumps, and I'm like, if that dude was president, I'd vote for him forever. Like, fuck FDR's whatever. I'd make sure that Bill Pullman's president for a lifetime. But there's something about Men in Black. I hadn't watched it in years, and I was like, man, Men in Black is actually
Is it worth it?
Let me work it.
It is. You're strong.
Did you put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it, Dion?
That's a different reference. I was referencing Men in Black.
I'm sorry. I like Missy Elliott. She was cool.
Oh god, no, yeah. I think Men in Black was a produced or directed by Spielberg. He was involved in some.
Produced. It was directed by Barry Sonnenfeld.
Okay, yeah. And I mean, that movie's really fucking good too.
The song kicks ass.
I understand why, because they're trying to track down this fucking giant cockroach alien in a human suit in upstate New York.
And
dude,
just from a story structure standpoint, like, I love Independence Day, but it is so long. Like, it is such a commitment to watch. Men in Black is like 99 minutes or some real short amount of time, and it hits like the first couple minutes. You get Kay's backstory, then you get Jay, then you get Edgar, and then it all ties together instantly, and it just goes. Like, I think Men in Black is Will Smith's best movie by a lot. Like, Bad Boys
I'm not mad
great,
at that at all.
But Men in Black, dude, is just.
I mean, Ali is still his best movie, pound for pound, but Men in Black.
I haven't seen it. I'm sorry.
It's Michael Mann, dude. What are we even talking about here, bro?
Didn't R. Kelly do a song for that movie?
Yeah, he did.
That's the only thing I remember about that fucking movie is R. Kelly's song.
It was awesome.
The Greatest or whatever.
Yep. I love that song, but just like everything with R. Kelly, I just look around before I touch the blare it. And then I just
I have nothing but the utmost respect for Muhammad Ali and his legacy. So
it's a great movie. It's a great movie, but I'm not mad at anyone that says that Men in Black is Will Smith's best movie, because it has so many good moments. Plus, the thing that I love about it, that I could, I could give you the audience, and maybe it is better than Independence Day. It's because it made politics like a universal thing. Like them, when the dudes they contact the MIB, and there's like, listen, if you don't give us the universe, we're gonna destroy Earth. And then sorry at the end of it. It's just that makes me laugh every fucking time. If you don't turn over the galaxy, we'll destroy the planet. Sorry. It made politics, the dude running with his pregnant wife. It's just, God, dude, it's so many layers to Men in Black. It's so good.
God, you're right. There is, there's a lot going on there in that movie.
Yeah, I like it better than Independence Day, and I like Independence Day, so I'm good with that. 100% on board with Men in Black being the better movie.
But Independence Day is a war movie. That's why it's longer, and also America saves the fucking world again.
Again, 100% that's true, but yeah.
Dude, the 4th of July will no longer be an American holiday, because I watched it again for the 4th
We will
of
not
July.
go quietly into the night. We will not go down without a fight. We will go on. We will survive. Today is our... Dude, that movie's great. Like, I can't knock it. But, like, I got back from my 4th of July barbecue. This year was cool. I went to 2 of them, and I'm coming back. I had a couple beers. I'm feeling good. I'm like, shit, it's 9:45. I got to put on Independence Day. I got to get this one in before the day's over, the holiday. And I watched it. I just was like, boom, yes. I got that shit on 4K. I love that movie.
Dude, yeah.
But I think Jeff Goldblum's the best part of that over Will Smith. Like, I look at it like, that's a Jeff Goldblum movie. Will Smith is just there.
Yeah, I'll give you that, because he's the one who figures out the code, who's trying to get people out of there, and is trying to.
He also sobers up in record time too, because
he does. He really does.
Completely sloshed, and just after a really quick speech from Judd Hirsch before he has to get back out to the cab, he somehow sobers up
back out to the cab.
Virus.
Is it record time? I thought Doc Brown in Back to the Future Part 3 with that wake-up juice was more, effective in a shorter amount of time.
Well, there was a big reaction, but he still had to be, woken up once his head was in the trough and everything, So there was that.
Yeah. Plus, it's implied that it's told to us that Doc Brown only had the one drink, whereas it's implied that Jeff Goldblum had drank most of that bottle.
Yeah.
Plus, that argument he has with his ex-wife is pretty good, where she's just like, didn't you want to be a part of something? And he goes, I was a part. I was. That part, I'm like, that's hokey. Roman Emmerich, you know what I'm saying? He's a weird dude. But every time he goes, I was a part of something, I was like, damn, my man's hurting for a squirting.
So I feel like Independence Day is one of those movies where like critics like to shit on it because they find it hokey, but your like average everyday person watches it and they're like, there's a lot of good in Independence Day. Like, I relate to all these characters.
Dude, especially when they have the Area 51 thing. I was like, what? Like, as a kid, I was like, what the fuck is going on? They're going there? Like, it was so... And that whole scene is so wild, because, like, they bring the alien in, they do the surgery on it, it grabs the dude, and, like, it speaks to...
It's Data!
It's Data. It's fucking Data. It's fucking Data. Yeah, exactly. And he speaks to the president, like, telepathy, and the president's like, oh, I saw it doing the thing, they're like locusts. They take over all the natural resources. He's like,
and it's a badass part where he's just like, is that glass bulletproof? And my man Baldwin goes, no, sir. And
Jane Cobb shoots him up.
Yeah, man. That shit was awesome.
Dude, and you also forgot another great line when Will Smith's dragging that alien. He's talking about dragging his stinky ass through the desert.
And he
meets the caravan. Yeah, and he meets that caravan of people. He goes, I know where we're going. There's a base right over here. They're like, there's nothing on this map. It's there.
Yeah.
Yep. Trust me, it's there. You have a pass, sir? You want to see my pass? Come here for a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, welcome to Earth is a great line.
Welcome to Earth is a good line, because he punches the goddamn thing in the head as it's trying to get out.
Not only that, it's implied that because they show that those are organic suits. Will Smith hit so hard that he knocked out an alien in a techno suit.
Yep.
Out with one punch, out cold. And almost.
That's how he got the role for Ali. They're like, oh shit, not that alien through his suit. He could play Muhammad Ali.
Man,
that
hook
James
was
Caan.
just world class hook with Will Smith.
Also, I also love the fact that he couldn't become an astronaut is because he's married or has relations with a stripper. Like, that's mentioned in dialogue. It's mentioned in fucking dialogue.
They won't let you fly a ship if you're married to a stripper.
NASA will not give you. NASA will not put you on the special because you're banging a hooker.
I thought it was because he was friends with Harry Connick Jr. Like, I wouldn't. That might.
I got you, Big Daddy.
Dude, when I'm inebriated, sometimes I hear his voice go something, Big Daddy. I'm like, fuck you, Harry Connick Jr. That's like that drunk recall shit. I hate Harry Connick Jr.'s character. Well, no, when he dies, I'm like, yeah, blow up, bitch.
He says the whole thing about him marrying or like being with the stripper, and he doesn't go to NASA, and like he gets a letter in his in this little fucking locker or whatever. And it's just hilarious. Like, that's something that's happened. And also the fact that she says this to the president's wife is like, yeah, I'm an exotic dancer. I'm cool with it because I get to my kid's taken care of. I'm like, okay.
That was great. She goes, I'm a dancer. What kind? Ballet?
Yeah, ballet.
Yeah.
So a stripper, she's a literal stripper with a heart of gold that saves.
She really is.
Yeah.
And the dog survives.
And the dog, I love that the dog's just standing as everyone's running, and just I remember because obviously we grew up with the movie too, but every time the dog is in slow motion. And he just fucking jumps in the wall. Like my sister and Diane and I, but Boomer, we just bust out like the most dramatic dog run scene ever in film as an Independence Day. Like, Boomer! He's like, and just like running all slow, jumping off the car and shit. Like, if they kill a fucking dog, I will never forgive Roland Emmerich.
Yeah. If you want to watch Harry Connick Jr. and appreciate him even more in a role, he does play a pilot, but he's a tail gunner on a B-17. Watch Memphis Belle. John Lithgow's in the movie. You got Matthew Modine, Tate Donovan, Gordon. There's a lot of really good guys in that movie. You'll appreciate it. It's a fun movie. Fucking Sean Astin's in the movie, and they stick him in the ball turret because he's the smallest person, and unfortunately, that was their job back then. Hey, you're really small. We're going to stick you in this little ball turret. Hopefully, it doesn't fall off the plane. It's a great movie, and we win.
Don't we always?
Typically.
That was a long tangent. Thank you, though.
Yeah, no, we're just going everywhere tonight.
Hey, we're world class. We're enjoying it. John Thomas, thank you very much for your super chat. He says, my washed iPod was unrepairable. Found a used one for $250. I have 80 gigs, 5,300 plus songs. Ordered 3 old Heart CDs. Physical media is king. Canceled YouTube music.
Oh, nice.
Physical media is the shit.
There is. I know on Etsy there's a whole thing now. People like you can get your own customizable like iPod now with like Bluetooth.
It's like a Raspberry Pi, but for music.
Pretty much, yeah. But like it'll do Bluetooth. It'll do Bluetooth to your car. It still has like the auxiliary, the headphone jack. You do have like a ridiculous amount of storage, like 2 terabytes, and you have I think double the battery life as well. Like it's crazy. So people are rebuilding them. They're expensive as shit, but like you get the thing in your pocket. Like it's great. It's I think it's a good way to go.
I need to get an external CD drive, Nick, because I have been buying these. Drive. Well, I've been buying these James Bond soundtracks from La La Land Records. I don't have a CD player anywhere. I don't have one in my car. I don't have one on my computer.
Okay. Oh well, you can always what is it? Well, once you get your own cloud server, even you even do it through Google Drive. You can have it to where you upload it to in a lossless quality to Google Drive and just play it on your phone or whenever you want to. You can do that.
I'll do that, but I have to rip the disc first. Is all I'm saying. Like I just don't have the means to do that.
No, I think
looking and getting one of those too because I've got a whole fucking thing of CDs, but I can't play them in the new car. I can play them in the Jeep, but I can't play them, in the Toyota. So I'm like, I got to do something. So I was going to just rip CDs. Oh, yeah. Computers nowadays don't have a goddamn CD drive. Shit. Okay.
That's true.
So now I'm like, I got to get a CD. And now I'm going to go and buy a big fuck clobbering, not in the size because they're really small, terabyte, something or another. And that'll be like, the master of everything. It's where all the music and movies and pictures and everything's going to have to go into the, thing.
Yeah, like I said, if you guys need help building your own cloud servers, give me a call. I'll help you out.
That's fine. And
right here, man, water vapor.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, see you guys.
Well, shit.
Okay, I'm back. John, thank you very much. I'm sorry to hear about your stuff, though. I had a cell phone that I really liked that my mom washed and dried when I was in high school.
I actually sold my old iPod. I think that was the last generation of the iPod. I sold.
How do you accidentally sell something?
Well, no, sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I sold it to somebody. I was like, oh, I have Spotify, and I was like, I don't need it now, but like I missed the old iPod, so I should have sold it to my friend.
Why? So you could steal it back from him?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh,
he stole my iPod. Oh,
yeah.
Hey, check out my iPod.
Yeah. Oh, I would never show it to him if I'd done that. I would have never shown it to him.
Now, in a second, we're going to talk about something a little topical because I just wanted to hear your opinion on like the worst happenstance in history. But thank you, John. Our friend Xavier God also says, have you guys seen the new Mortal Kombat trailer? I fully intended to watch that before the show, and I completely forgot because I've been working on the book. Did you guys watch it yet?
I saw it. I did.
Yeah.
How is it?
Johnny Cage's movie.
It looks really fucking good.
Yep, Carl Urban and Johnny Cage, so it's pretty much him. We see some cool new Cybot makes an appearance.
Oh, shit, really?
Yep. Bakar's going to be in it. Jade, Kitana, and they're really playing down the Cole dude. I didn't see him in the trailer, so
get rid of that punk ass.
Yep, that's what it seems like. And it's funny too because now, of course, since the trailer dropped, everyone's certain that they're going to do to Cole what they did to Johnny Cage and Annihilation, which I'm hoping is true.
Oh, dude, Shao Kahn's just going to snap his neck.
Yep, I hope so.
So my complaint, he was my complaint with the last year's Mortal, or not last year. What has it been 4 years since that last one?
It's been a long time.
Yeah,
it's been
a few years. 2001. Damn.
Where has the time gone? I am a sucker for the original Mortal Kombat. Kombat commences summer '95. I was there. I loved it. I own it on disc. If it was a 4K release, I'd own it already. But I was expecting more with Mortal Kombat from 2021, and it just did not deliver. I hope that this one gives you a tournament. It gets the characters right. Because Mortal Kombat, it's like, it's not on its last legs, but they shit the bed with Mortal Kombat 1. And it's quickly becoming irrelevant because the Warner Brothers games and the people who own the rights to it don't really deliver. So I hope this movie can capture the spirit of Mortal Kombat because it's always been over the top, balls to the wall, bloody, funny, stupid, sexy, like you name it. Mortal Kombat's been it. And so I hope this next movie can capture some of that and then kind of wipe the floor with the upcoming Street Fighter movie because based on the casting choices, that just sounds horrible. Like Cody Rhodes as Guile.
It sounds like a parody. But also, like, yeah, I watched the trailer for the new Mortal Kombat. It's definitely different from the first one we saw. That was really just like it was fucking terrible. This one looks way more violent, and there's a lot more fights. There's a lot more stuff going on as opposed to the first one we saw, which was just like, I don't know. It just fucking sucked. This one looks a lot better.
My request for a Mortal Kombat movie is that, but also let somebody win that's not just Liu Kang. Can we please? Because that's the beauty of the Mortal Kombat game. You could pick any of those characters and win the fucking tournament. So give us a tournament and give us a non-Liu Kang-ish winner. You know, let Scorpion win, or Raiden gets in and decides he has to win because Liu Kang gets killed and now Johnny Cage is down. So Raiden, I got to save Earth. I got to go fight. You know, give me something like that. It would be better. I want to see
Johnny Cage win.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, my whole thing was, you know, that's what was so funny about the 2021 version was that it was very clearly trying to market itself as Mortal Kombat proper while not being it. Like, I like some of the fight scenes, especially I really like the Scorpion Bihan Sub-Zero fight scene. But, like, creating a new character because you don't want to have to pay, you know, to advertise if you use a proper character and trying to change the story just enough for this. Like, studios need to stop doing that shit. That's what fucked up 20th Century Fox with Marvel was the constant trying to do their own thing. And it seems like there's going to be less of that in this one. I mean, we're getting Jax with the metal arms and stuff. So I think it will be really cool to see what they do with the new Cybot Bihan thing. But Yeah, man. The first one was so laughably up its own ass. Carl Urban being in it has to be a sign. It has to be a sign. But I'm not holding out too much hope for the second one.
Well, we'll find out. When does it come out? Next year, right?
October.
Or this October.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll review it for the channel. Folks, in October, expect a Mortal Kombat 30th anniversary retrospective over on Patreon. We will watch it. We'll get drunk and we'll watch Mortal Kombat. God, that's a great movie.
It is.
I acknowledge that it's not like, Citizen Kane levels of quality, but Mortal Kombat is the hero's journey. It's a very tight movie. The only thing that sucks about it is the special effects. Like, if any movie could benefit from a special edition, it would be the original Mortal Kombat. Because, that's it. The acting's not bad. Like, the fighting's great at the end, especially Robin Shao. That dude put his heart and soul into that movie. He was good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Their version of Scorpion and Sub-Zero was I enjoyed it. I'm obviously, Annihilation was not what any of us thought was going to happen, but that first one is top to bottom.
Did you realize that the guy who plays Sub-Zero is the doctor from the WWF who always checks on Mick Foley?
No.
What the fuck?
Seriously, like the guy, go back and either watch the Hell in a Cell match with The Undertaker or the match with The Rock, the I Quit match. Yeah. There's this like little skinny guy who comes out to check on Mick Foley. That's Sub-Zero for Mortal Kombat. Same dude.
Holy shit, I did not know that.
Yeah, his name's escaped me, but that's him.
Damn. That's cool, man. That's so
cool. I do love in that movie when Kano's like, Sonya, come on, give me a break. Okay, and then just snaps his neck.
Yep. Yep.
That Veronica Vaughn is one hot piece of ace.
Want to touch the hiney?
I can't believe that fucking Happy Gilmore 2 comes out next week, folks.
Oh, God.
It ain't looking good.
I'll give it a shot. It's only Netflix.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to watch it, but I am scared to watch it.
Shooter McGavin was at the fights the other night.
Yep.
They had the guys with their shirts off that had Happy Rules behind him, so it was great. Like they like Christopher McDonald was playing along. They're watching chicks wail on each other. And here's a picture of two people that got outed for being at a Coldplay concert.
I just heard about that. What is going on with that? I keep seeing that picture. What's going on with that?
The apparent
hilarity is what's going on.
Dude, it's the funniest story because these two people
are married.
Got caught. Yeah, they're both married to other people, and they both got caught fooling around at a Coldplay concert of all fucking places. Yep. Let's see. The apparent wife of tech tycoon exposed for having an affair with a coworker on a jumbotron at a Coldplay concert ranked in support online Thursday, with fans cheering her decision to delete her married name. Okay, I don't care about this shit. But long story short, these two people aren't married. They're married to other people. They got caught fucking around at a Coldplay show. So that's what everybody's going on about.
So, and they were doing like the audience thing, and it's what's his name, the lead singer of Coldplay.
Chris Martin.
They put it on the couple, and so when they see themselves on the jumbotron, they're all hugged up and everything. He ducks down, she does like that, and fucking what's his name goes, yeah, they're definitely having an affair. And like everyone goes crazy.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
It's wild. Yeah, dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you know what? Coldplay trended on Twitter for the first time in a very long time because of this. So, got Coldplay some notoriety, that young up-and-coming band.
Up-and-coming band. Dude,
I gotta get away from Gwyneth.
Oh my God, I remember people making fun of Coldplay as soon as they came out. Like, they were just making fun of them immediately.
Well, don't you remember the 40-Year-Old Virgin? You know how I know you're gay? You listen to Coldplay.
Coldplay, yeah.
Which Paul Rudd and Seth Rogen apologizing for that pissed me off. I'm like, dude, like, just let him live with it.
I fucking hate Seth Rogen. God damn it. His face, his laugh, all of it. I just hate all of him. Just
welcome to the club, buddy.
I love Seth Rogen, but he's just become such a pussy now, man.
He was always a
pussy.
pussy.
Back in the 2000s.
Yeah. He was. What happened to you, Rogan? You were beautiful. You used to be beautiful.
I don't know.
he got up his own ass and threw his best friend under the bus.
Well, I mean,
Franco?
Listen, I mean, he was being. I'm not saying that he should have like stuck up for her. I'm just being like, he.
Yeah.
Again,
It's like
that's not cool.
You knew it was going on.
Right. You guys were best friends, right? Right.
Yeah, you probably maybe not have condoned it, but you knew it was happening, and then you turn around and go, I had no idea. Please don't look my direction. He's the creep.
Right. I don't talk to him now, but because you guys told me, not because I knew about any of this ahead of time. But you guys told me now, and I realize it now, and he and I don't talk.
You sure about that, Seth? Way to cover your own ass.
That's all it was, man. Yeah, he's covering his own ass now. He doesn't give a shit about anybody. So,
does anyone give a shit about Seth Rogen though in the chat? Let us know if you care. Let's see. Michael says Pineapple Express ruined Seth Rogen for me. John Thomas says he was never funny. There's a lot I liked back in the day. Like I hate the movie Knocked Up, but when I'd watch that, I'd be like, I could hang out with Seth Rogen's character. He seems cool.
Yeah. Somebody said the show he's in the studio is totally stupid, but I watched it. I've heard the Apple Show studio is just what is it, Entourage, but like a little bit more modern. That's what I keep hearing. But Entourage is a good fucking show. If you've never seen that, go watch it. It's a damn good show.
I have not, but I know they do Aquaman the movie in that.
They do. They predict that shit. But I mean, it's funny because it's right before California gets legal weed. It's the weirdest thing to see that happen in that show.
That's the only way I could survive living in California.
Yeah, trust me, I understand that. But just these like four friends trying to make it, and they're trying to do their own thing, trying to help their friend, and all the bullshit they go through. I really enjoyed it. It was a really fun show, especially Ari Gold. Like I fucking love that character so much.
Dude, Entourage, they waited too long to do the damn movie.
They did, but I mean, it was a good movie. It just felt like a really long episode of the show. I thought it was great. But it was really well done. But I think all of it is on HBO Max. I want to say it's on HBO Max.
It's got to be
an HBO show.
Yeah.
Plus, Turtle gets with Ronda Rousey, so that's why he's my boy.
Are you jealous or happy?
Dude, the girls he gets are really hot. Like it's really just like, damn, dude, what are you?
Yeah, all the way from fat turtle to skinny turtle.
Yeah, because he gets the chick, he gets the fucking Soprano's daughter. He gets her for a bit.
Mm-hmm. Then he gets Sigler.
He gets the Brazilian chick who's helping him with the tequila.
Yep.
Then he gets Ronda Rousey.
In love with him.
Yeah. So he's getting some. It's funny because that guy actually has a sandwich shop in California called Fat Sal's. It's really good.
Wait, that was his?
Yeah, that's his. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that place was awesome. We went there.
Yeah, we did.
We got a shit face with your cousin. That was a good night.
It was good, man.
Now I
miss but that's a sandwich place. Yeah.
It was tasty. Before we talk about our next subject, Enrique Vesca says, Kendo, which is better, Independence Day or Saving Private Ryan?
Saving Private Ryan. Far better movie. I mean, you're also comparing two very different movies, so it's kind of hard to which one's the better war movie. But Saving Private Ryan is, to me, the better movie. So yeah, I'll go with that one.
What beat it at the Oscars again, Kendo? Shakespeare in Love?
Yep. Yes.
That's so crazy.
Fucking travesty.
Oh,
it's still crazy to me.
Fucking travesty.
Oh my god.
So we're going to talk about one thing before we talk about Dion's favorite subject, Thick White Lady with Jennifer Love Hewitt, to close out the show. But now, follow me for a second. I'm going to read you guys something, and we're probably going to laugh at this. But have you heard about the controversy surrounding the Legend of Zelda casting?
No.
Which one? The latest?
The newest. Like these people on screen right here.
Yeah, that's our Zelda and Link.
Yeah. People are upset because they didn't cast that actor Hunter Schafer, the transgender actor, and people thought that this Zelda movie should be used as progress in 2025. Like there's a huge contingent of people online that are bitching up a storm.
Wait, no, Jeff, is it a huge contingent or is it the same 10 assholes who just don't have a fucking job who are just constantly on the internet tweeting?
I don't know.
My thing is this. The people that are in charge of this movie, for the most part, aside from Sony, is Nintendo. and that's a Japanese company. And you know what doesn't play in Japan? Woke American politics. You know, the all that stuff. The race swaps, gender swaps, all that stuff that doesn't play in Japan. Go figure.
Good.
So outside of the United States, what is the biggest market for Legend of Zelda Nintendo properties? Japan and that area of the world. So why would they do that? I mean, it's kind of like, China making Yeah Boy Egg this small on the poster, but a little bit different at the same time because Disney was holding up this champion of, political correctness banner and then secretly doing that to appease the East. Whereas Japan just doesn't give a fuck. They're like, no, we're not pulling that shit here. So stop, don't do that. But at the same time, that actor, Hunter Schafer, is like 28 or something like that. And the thing about the Zelda movies, they're wanting to make it a 3-parter and just kind of film it boom, 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 like Lord of the Rings style. So they're wanting to get younger people anyway, on top of the fact that Zelda is only like 20 and Link is like 17 for most of the games. So there you go.
What do you think of these people? Like, the Zelda looks like, you got to put ears on them and give them a costume and shit, but
they have to look a little more Hylian. It's kind of hard to find people that look like a Hylian because, not a real place.
Are you sure? I've been there twice, I swear.
I mean, I've spent a lot of my life in Hyrule as well, too, but at the same time, I was always there as a visitor, and I respected it. But
I don't know. I saved it a couple times. I feel like
I've saved it a lot of fucking times. Over the course of the summer, I've saved Hyrule again. I've saved Termina. I saved Hyrule and Lorule the other day. Yeah, I'm fine with this. I don't want the movie. Yeah. I've never wanted a live action Zelda movie, but go. What can we do?
I just don't. Well, I'm like you, Kendo. I don't want a Zelda movie. I'm so worried that it's going to turn into. Like, look, Super Mario worked because it was an animated feature that really captured the spirit of Nintendo and all the earlier properties. But, like, what are we going to get? Is it going to be an adaptation of the original Zelda game? Is it going to be Link to the Past? I think they should just do an Ocarina of Time movie because that's the most accessible one.
That's the easiest one to do, but I personally would be, if they do an original Legend of Zelda movie, Link won't interact with her until the very end. And even then, all he'll do is walk into a room, cut down some fire bushes, and then just hold up a Triforce in front of her, and then the credits will roll, because that's pretty much what happens in the original Legend of Zelda. But it would be fun watching him get a wooden sword from an old man and then having to save up 60 rupees to get the blue candle and, burn bushes over and over and over again, leaving the screen to try to find the secret to everybody so you can get those 100 rupees so you can get that blue ring. Yeah. But actually, that's what that is, every time he finds something, we need that sound effect, and he has to hold it up.
I hope that happens. Dion, remember the time we were watching Predator?
Yep.
And the phone went off?
Yep.
So, folks, for context, we're watching Predator, and it's the scene where the Predator rips Billy's spine out, and he holds up the head. And my phone goes, do, and we just fucking lost it. I couldn't have timed it better.
Oh, my God.
Perfect timing. A legend in the annals of our friendship.
Schwarzenegger Saturday, man. That was a great day.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll mark out if they do that. Like if he finds something and fucking holds it up in the air, I'll be like, "That's awesome! Way to go! You've already won, Zelda movie."
What if the joke's on us and they're adapting the cartoon? Excuse me, princess.
Yikes!
That would be.
I know, right?
Awful. There is a rumor that they're going to be making it Wind Waker, which
fuck that. I don't want a little pirate boy.
Well, Link's not a little pirate boy. Zelda's technically the pirate in that movie, in that game, but that's because she's, being hidden from, Ganon.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at the chat right now. I don't want I don't want this one, Wind Waker. I didn't like Wind Waker 22 years ago when it came out. I don't like it now. It's like Majora's Mask. I don't think it's that good.
Oh, come on. Majora's Mask is great. It is criminally shit on by people that just can't manage time. It's like, yeah, you can't do everything at once. You got to say, here's what I'm going to do during this 3-day thing, and then I got to save everything and then reset it and do it over again. It's great. It's like if Marty was stuck in a time loop and could just keep doing that 1 week in 1955 over and over until he got everything done and was able to go and set up to save the day. Yeah,
that's just not me. I'd rather go on a grand adventure through the mountains, through the ice caverns through.
You do that you can do that in Majora's Mask. You go on 4
Not at
different
my
adventures.
leisure. Not at my leisure. I got to fucking run on the clock.
It adds a different element to it. I'm sorry that element is too hard for some people, and it's like, well, I don't want to have to keep doing that.
It's every bit as lame as the breakable weapons in Breath of the Wild. I hate that mechanic too.
I hate that mechanic as well. I hate the fact that weapons just break after you whack a bokoblin 5 times. But if you go and get a bunch of electric arrows, it's fun to electrocute the shit out of them over and over again. Seriously, get drunk and just go electrocuting bokoblins. The way they scream while they're being electrocuted will make you piss yourself.
Okay, well, I know what I'm going to do on my Saturday now. Go to CC's Pizza and then play Zelda for hours. It's the most Midwestern thing I can do. Let's see. The people who don't like Majora's Mask also don't like the time mechanic in Dead Rising. You know what I don't like about Dead Rising is the damn I gotta go save in the bathroom. I thought Dead Rising was gonna be like the greatest game ever, and then it just wasn't. I was disappointed in that.
It's all right. I like it a lot, but yeah, it definitely was 2 for sure. I do like the time part in 2 is very annoying. I just looked up where to get all the medicines.
I remember that's why I bought an Xbox 360. I was so excited. I was like, "Oh my god, this game looks like the greatest thing ever." And it was fine. I want to get the remake. So, Dion, let's talk about your favorite thing before we close out tonight's show. Thick white ladies. Yes, I love them too. I don't want to act like it's your thing. It's my thing too. But anyway, Jennifer Love Hewitt's back in the news because there's a remake of I Know What You Did Last Summer. And I'll speak for me. I think somewhere in our archives there is a commentary for I Know What You Did Last Summer or I Still Know What You Did Last Summer where I passed out because I hate those movies. But I Know What You Did Last Summer is getting a reimagining, remake, sequel with the original cast that didn't die. I don't know how it works and I don't give a shit. But everyone's going on about Jennifer Love Hewitt, praising her and her new look. I think she looks great. I have nothing bad to say about it. I just wanted to hear what you had to say about it, Dion.
I mean, I'm super excited, mainly because, you know, I love me some Jennifer Love Hewitt, you know what I mean? For those reasons that you just wonderfully mentioned. And yes, I am probably going to end up going to see this movie because Hillary's super excited. So we're going to go see it. And because my boy Freddie Prinze is in it too. But man,
Jamoke?
I like aspects about, like, I like that. I like that he loves that he was in shitty teen movies, even though so many of them were shitty.
All of them.
Yeah.
What? Name a good Freddie Prinze Jr. movie.
Star Commander.
Star Commander. Thank you. And, and he knows, and he got to hang out with Matthew Lillard. That's awesome.
Yeah, dude, they did a lot of movies together for a while.
They did a lot of movies together, dude. That shit was crazy. And it is hilarious that all of his movies are terrible, and he's cool with it. He's cool with it. And you know, he married Buffy, and you know, and Randy Orton kicked him in the head, or no, gave him the backbreaker, which I love that.
Dude, Randy Orton should have kicked him in the head, Vince McMahon style. I want you to kick me, you son of a bitch. Do it for real,
son of a bitch.
Yeah, but no, Jennifer Love Huge Tits was looking good on the red carpet, man.
She is fine. She's still fine,
dude. Yahoo wrote an article about people are body shaming her. What?
They were
body shaming her.
No. It was a bunch of like fucking alpha bros on the internet who were just like, oh, she's fat. She should like lose weight. I'm like, she's older now. She's had like 2 kids. Like, give her a fucking break.
She looks better now than she did in the 90s. I like her more.
Listen, and I think the other thing that you know, and I will say it till I'm blue in the face, right? Like, that's part of that outrage thing, right? Like, I would guarantee that the vast majority of the comments that were body shaming her weren't even real people, right? But that's that weird part of the internet where there are those who get engagement and bot farms that get engagement just by going on shit like this and saying wild shit. And of course, don't get me wrong, you know, Yahoo's not, you know, they're not the devil incarnate, but a site like Yahoo, who was struggling just a few years ago, who has a new owner within the last few years, is gonna propagate this shit. You know, this is part of the reason why everyone got so tired of Star Wars, was people on the internet who most likely aren't real. And if you really want to get crazy with it, a lot of the people who say shit online about these famous people are bot accounts bought by these companies. So, that shit happens. But, people take, this, that whole Frost thing, like, stop listening to the internet. They're not even real people.
Yeah. The robots in disguise, Dion?
The robots.
Yeah, man. The not fun Transformers.
The not fun Transformers.
No.
Oh man, but this is Hollywood's second attempt at this, because they made the show for Amazon in Hawaii, and I think that's why that's why everybody's on board, because they're shooting in Hawaii. But that show was Euphoria, but with a murder mystery. It was bad.
It wasn't Sydney good. Sweeney in it?
No, Sydney Sweeney was not in it.
That's why it's bad.
Yeah, because I remember it was an Amazon show, and like I watched the whole thing, and like it seemed like they were going to do a part 2 or something, but it was just, I don't know, man. Like you immediately didn't like the kids because all of them were like entitled little assholes. And you're just like, I hope they all die horrible deaths,
That's how I feel about most horror movies. It's like when I watch Halloween, I'm like, Bob, you piece of shit. I hope you die soon. And then you get stabbed at the door.
Yeah. Because I was excited to watch it. They just redid the whole movie, and then like it was every episode was like, who backstabbed who and who did this and who's not really telling the truth. And I was like, fuck, man, just stop. And it was always like with the background of like the fucking, of Hawaii and a sunset and the beaches and stuff. Like I know everybody was clamoring for that fucking production job just to be in Hawaii for 6 months for shooting there. That's all they wanted. That's all they wanted. They didn't care if they didn't care if we went over 2 seasons.
Well, I just wanted to, look at something nice as we close out tonight's show, because I don't know. I didn't like any of these like, I don't know, rich white teen movies. They were never scary. I wanted to watch a horror movie that was like legitimately frightening or gory. I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's like, oh my god, we hit a boot. Like, it was so dumb. I hate that movie so much.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was one of the reasons why my mom loved Jeff, because she would say shit like that. And the times obviously he'd come over, we talk about it, he would say shit like that, and my mom would be like, right? See? And I just sat, my mom heard that, she'd be like, because her thing when we were kids was, man, I hate white teenager movies.
Dude, there were like once Scream came out, and then I Know What Summer came out a little bit after that. Like, it was just like balls to the wall, that shit. That's all we had for a long time.
Talking about fads that go on, Scream created that whole trend, and in the early 2000s, that the slasher with the white teen cast was you could throw a rock in a random direction, you're gonna hit a production of something like that going on.
Dude, it got worse with I Still Know What You Did Last Summer when Jack Black played a Rastafarian. Remember that shit?
Oh my god!
Yeah, man, welcome to the islands.
I forgot about that shit. And like, oh, dude, the ending was so shit. He's like, oh, my last name's Benson. Benson. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Like that was the best writing that they could do for part 2. It's like, oh yeah, that should be the thing that why I'm here. It should,
Brandy.
Yeah, fucking Brandy. Oh god.
Has she ever made anything better?
She did a movie recently with Glenn Close that was like, not very good.
Oh
yeah, she's not a good actress.
Speaking of new movies, I watched that movie Drop, the one about the.
Oh, how was that?
It was good until the ending, and the ending was so terrible that it made me go, this movie's kind of shit. Like, have you ever watched a movie that tied everything together so quickly? You're like, how the fuck does this happen? Like, this chick goes on a date in downtown of some city, and like within like 3 minutes, she makes it from the 40th floor of a building to her car to her house to save her kid. Like, it was so badly done that I went.
Oh, okay, like that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was hokier than shit, man. Like, there's chunks of corn in that crap.
Yeah, when it's unrealistic like that, you're like, all right, come on, you guys can do a little bit better. Just a little bit better.
That's the thing. Like, it started out so strong and it was so artistic. It had great credits. The way they would introduce the characters was very atmospheric. The acting was good. Everything was good, but it just it fell apart so hard, dude. I have never watched the movie. It was like a House of Cards. No Kevin.
Damn, man.
John Thomas has a question. What parody movie was it that they referred to her as Jennifer Love Huge Tits? Scary movie.
Yeah.
Anna Faris is talking about it. And somebody like Jennifer Love Huge Tits.
Huge Tits, yeah.
Yep.
That's a good one. I think Scary Movie's better than Scream. I know that's in the minority, but I'd rather watch that.
I definitely wouldn't say that. Scary Movie's underrated, but like especially because it was just in our flashback cinema and we took the boys to go see it, and I'm just like, God damn, this movie is still the first one is still the best one. It is still so
dude.
Good.
When Carmen Electra gets stabbed and he pulls out the breast implant, he's like,
oh
yeah.
my
god. When that movie was new 25 years ago. Ouch. That was like the funniest thing I had ever seen. I remember getting that for Christmas in the year 2000 on DVD. I was so excited.
Dude, oh my god. When he's throwing the dishes, she's throwing the dishes at him and he does the Matrix, the bend back.
Dude, my favorite part is when he's chasing after her and he's going up the stairs and she throws a piano at him. He's like, and it hits the grandma. Hi, honey. Splat.
You know what? That Scary Movie showed all of those funny things in the trailer before we had to go watch it. That was the first time that, like, I think, that's happened and people still like. I mean, luckily people still liked it, but it was one of those things where like everything they showed was in the trailer, all the funny parts.
Yeah, but it was also the year 2000, so we were simpler back then.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of 2000s and parodies, there's one with Tiffany Amber Thiessen and Tom Arnold called Shriek, If You Know What I Did Last Friday the 13th.
I've seen that one.
Wow.
It's not great.
Yeah, it's not great. It really isn't. But it's like it's very much like a straight to DVD like fucking horror parody. Like Coolio's in it.
Damn.
He's no more. He ceases to be.
That is true. That is true.
R.I.P. He's spending most of his life living in a gangster's paradise.
Mm-hmm. Just want to eat his red beans and rice.
Yeah. We're all bleeding Mennonites living in an Amish paradise. They churn butter once or twice. All right, guys. Let's check in with the audience, see if there's anything we need to address before we put this fun episode to bed. Let's see. Lots of Coke talk. I agree. Blood Terror. Scary Movie 1 is great. Dead Internet Theory. Laden Swallow. I get into the Dead Internet Theory far too often. That is like a rabbit hole I travel down.
That's a fun one that you get into.
You know what's funny is we're broadcasting to about 300 dead internet people. Like Dr. Coffinails is no longer alive. He's just a robot.
Jeez.
That's sad.
It's a nice robot. I believed it.
Yeah.
We had a steak
I'd
dinner
met him
with
before.
Yeah. He's real to me, goddammit. Let's see. He just did American Pie marathon. It hurts to watch how much. Oh, dude, American Pie. We watched that for Patreon last year. That movie.
We watched it a few months ago, dude.
No, that was last year.
Was it last year? Was it
for
25th
anniversary?
Time flies, getting old, old man.
I know it does.
I was still in New Mexico when we watched that one, so that was last year. Because in a couple of days it'll be 1 year of us living in Vegas.
Nick, do you remember your name?
No,
Blink twice if you need help. Okay, that's two. Dion, get your ass down south. I'm on my way too. You meet me here. We'll drive down together. We'll save him. Okay?
Copy that. I'm en route now.
I don't care about him.
We'll meet at the Rabbit Red Lounge or whatever.
No, we'll go to that the porno shop right next to the Smoky Mountains. And then we'll stop over at the In-N-Out Burger in Tennessee.
Oh God, there's also a fucking Buc-ee's here as well too.
Nice.
I've been to Buc-ee's. It's folks in the chat. I recorded a Buc-ee's video like I did Ollie's. Do you want to watch it? I'll put it out. Like I got it.
You should. You really should.
I've never been. Diane and Devin went, and they fucking love Buc-ee's for some reason.
Yeah, Buc-ee's.
Dion, have you ever been
Buc-ee's
to a truck
awesome.
stop, Dion?
I have, yeah.
You've been to
And you've
Buc-ee's.
been to a Buc-ee's.
Just put a fucking a pork sandwich and like a big bathroom that's really clean. That's about it.
Yeah. I mean, okay. I love Buc-ee's, but I'll be one of the first ones to say that Buc-ee's is, I guess, overrated because everybody acts like it's like this like holy, wonderful, awesome, you have to live there place. And that's true. Buc-ee's has everything under the sun that you could want, But at the same time, at the end of the day, it is just a giant truck stop gas station with a beaver logo, which is fine. And I love Buc-ee's. I love when that's going to be one of the hardest parts about not really driving back and forth to Missouri anymore is I won't be passing any Buc-ee's since I'll be flying home. But I love Buc-ee's. But it is definitely made out to be more than what it is.
Gotcha. The funniest thing when they built the one here in Exit 407, everybody in town kept asking my mom, "It's like, oh, have you been to Buc-ee's? Have you gone to Buc-ee's? Have you gone to see them?" Like, it's a fucking gas station. Like, it's just a giant gas station. It's not a big deal.
Dude, between fucking Lansing and Grand Rapids, Michigan, there's a billboard that says there's a Buc-ee's, 2,000 and something miles that way.
Holy shit!
And I'm like, what the fuck? Why? Okay, so I have to go.
Why that for?
They had that before they built the one in Amarillo and Springfield. There would be Buc-ee's signs that I would see on Interstate 40 that was like Buc-ee's 2,500 miles ahead or whatever it is.
I can get to one within 2 hours. It's just like, I guess I was a little disappointed because I got the brisket sandwich and it had so much fat. I was driving and spitting the fat out the window. I was like, all right, well, this was a waste of fucking money.
Damn.
And like, it's not bad, but in the 90s, I had this shitty stepdad who was a truck driver, and I've been to every truck stop you can imagine in America. The good ones, the bad ones. Buc-ee's just reminds me of like an okay one. Like, I've been to truck stops that have arcades and a steakhouse in them. Like, those are fucking cool. Nice. Yeah, because you're stuck while you're refueling or waiting or something like that, and it's like you can play Area 51 and get a porterhouse for like $12.
Area 51, fuck. Dude, I remember that game.
When I went to see Independence Day back in the day, I played Area 51, saw Independence Day, played Area 51 again afterwards. It was like, dude, it felt like I was playing Independence Day, the video game. That was the shit.
Yeah, like, what was it? It was the old Regal Theaters in Sevierville, Tennessee, where me and my friends did that shit too. Yeah, it was that July 4th weekend we did that. Yeah, that was the one game they had in the lobby all the time. It was great. Fucking love that game.
Yeah, Michael in the chat agrees. It was that might be the arcade game I want to own the most, next to X-Men.
Well, no. Okay, it's what is it? That one, and then what is it? I think it's like Cop Training or whatever's the other one. That's like kind of in the same vein as Area 51.
Oh yeah, Cop Training one was difficult though.
Yeah.
Well, it would clay pigeon things and all that.
Yeah. It would. You'd go easy, medium, and hard. It was fun though. And then they came out with Area 51 2. Which was still like crazy as shit. It was still a fun game.
This time the aliens make it personal. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
All right, so let me make sure there's nothing we're missing in the chat. Folks, join us on Saturday. You're gonna have another video. I'm working on the book, so I might release the Buc-ee's video on Saturday and see how it does just for the hell of it. Fuck it. Here I am at Buc-ee's to see if it's as good as you all say it is.
I've gotten their burritos like twice now, and it's been great. I really like them.
Yeah,
they're great, clean bathrooms.
They do. That's really the reason I stop at them, is that really if they're not ever ridiculously full, which they always are, but the clean bathroom is always a plus.
Dude, I went to a Buc-ee's at 10 o'clock at night, and you'll see in the video it's got like a line out the door.
What the fuck?
I was looking at it too. If there was a Buc-ee's closer, their managers make six figures.
Yeah, dude.
That's some serious money.
Yeah, and they spend Buc-ee's. They take security real serious because they're buying up a bunch of cameras and shit. Which I get it. Things are expensive, but pay for your shit. And Buc-ee's is one of those companies that apparently they are not fucking around.
Wait, are they like Target, where like if you steal stuff over a period of time, they have like a dossier on you?
I don't know if they're there yet, but they put a lot. They're getting like a lot, especially now with cloud servers and stuff now with analytics. They're apparently buying cameras for locations that will remember your face. So like they'll, you do something, they add it in their system, and it goes for whatever stores on the network and shit. Like I'm
gonna be the guy that gives the finger every time I walk into Buc-ee's. I'm gonna pay. And I'll clean up everything. But I'll be like this to Buc-ee's.
That's fine. That's fine. But I know Target does that shit where like they'll have you steal like a couple of times, and then they'll come to your house with the cops and be like, oh yeah, you've stolen like $4,000 worth of stuff from us over the past like year or two, and then they'll come arrest you. So
yeah, your Target's loss prevention. They do not fucking around. They spend a shit ton of money on security, and they have their own, obviously, again, like you guys were saying, the cloud thing, so much of their stuff is, a store does something, a store 2 towns over is going to have it the same day, and they do plainclothes guys and profiles of people who shoplifted shit, and they will wait whatever the limit is in whatever state. They will wait till it gets there, and then boom, they will spend money going
and
after.
Dude, Walmart just doesn't give a shit.
They really fucking don't.
Because they know they're going to make it up in another hour.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck.
It's like, we've just been robbed and we're good. So, bye. Dude, that is no joke. The Walmart by me is the #1 theft Walmart in the world. They built the police station in the parking lot to deter crime. It didn't work. They don't care. They're still open all the time. Like, fuck it. They make that much money.
Yeah, dude. Hand over fist.
I just don't like Walmart. Like, I'll go there for toys if I can't find shit, but I don't.
Yeah, Walmart's a last minute thing for me. I especially the older I get, the whole putting other stores out of business thing is never fun. But their breakfast sausages, the frozen ones, are pretty dope. I'm mad that I can't get those anymore.
You mean the ones that are McDonald's?
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, Walmart and McDonald's. Dude, when I was a kid, the local Walmart had a McDonald's in it. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. It's like you get to buy a video game, and then there's McDonald's on the way out. It's like, Mom.
The one in Jackson, Michigan had it in like the mid 2000s. Got a McDonald's in there, man. Fucking Walmart.
Yeah, now they all have Subways, or they don't have anything at all.
The one not too far from here is a Wetzel's Pretzels.
Ooh, Wetzel's Pretzels are okay.
I like
we used to have one of those in my local mall when I lived out west.
Yep.
I'm a prefer.
I do.
This is an Auntie Anne's podcast.
Damn right.
I do miss when Walmart was open 24 hours though. I really missed that.
Same.
Like, bring that back,
dude. If we were out, like, let's say we went and saw a movie at midnight and it was like 2:30 and we didn't want to go home, we just go to Walmart and see what's up. Like, walk around the aisles, buy something stupid, chill in the parking lot to I miss that world. It's weird, like it doesn't exist anymore. I know I'm older, and don't really
or like
that, but
or like you said, go to the movie and you get a 2:30. Maybe you want a fucking pizza or a burrito or something to eat. Walmart, just go get a frozen
Ninja Turtles action figures.
Ninja Turtles action figures, whatever. Get them, go home and be happy, But no, we can't have that in this world anymore. Can't do it.
Oh, Kendo. Before we go to the audience will want to hear this. Kendo, there's a 6-pack of Ninja Turtles figures coming out called 1988 Remastered. They look awesome. I'm even going to pick them up. It's the Turtles, Splinter, and Shredder, but they're like re-engineered versions of the ones that came out about a year ago, and they removed the super textured Ninja Turtle skins. They look great. So, folks in the chat, if you could find out when that goes live, drop me a link. I want to buy those. I haven't wanted to buy Ninja Turtles that bad ever. These look fucking cool. So, maybe I'll need to get a turtle van to go with them, and then that stupid blimp. I know. Oh, also, too, Dion, Power Rangers toys are back out.
Ooh, yeah, because I missed last
Like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They're back out again. They're trying to sell it to the next generation.
Yep.
Will it work? I'll make a video about it soon, folks.
Yeah, probably not. The next generation's more into doing TikTok dances than they are action figures, so.
Yeah. But apparently they think that the metrics are there because, like, Power Rangers is on Netflix. It also has its own YouTube channel where it runs 24 hours a day. So I got the original shit over here. I'm content. Like,
yeah.
I got, the original Megazord's the shit. All right, guys. So, folks, thank you for watching. We'll be back next time with more. Remember, we're taking a little bit of a hiatus on the Tuesday show. We're going to rebrand and do a couple things to get those numbers up because YouTube likes to penalize us for being world class. And, well, we don't like that. I do like the ESPN tone, though, in the background. But, be on the lookout. We'll have a video on Saturday for you guys. The countdown is on to Stealing Solo 2. Look, I know people want to hype up their own projects and shit like this, but I'll tell you this. Stealing Solo has been way bigger than I ever thought it would. Like, it was great in the initial Indiegogos, but when I built that website, I have moved so many of those books that my local post office gives me a special line. Like, they know me. They're like, that guy. Seriously, that lady is so sweet to me. Shout out to you. I'm not going to say your name because I don't want people to figure out where I live. But the sequel is building up to be great. Now, if you're hungry for some comics and you've already read Stealing Solo, you got to read Wokebusters, folks. I know you're thinking about it. I get positive reviews all the time for this book. Everyone tells me how funny it is, and that's all I'm shooting for, is to make you guys laugh. There's a little bit of making you think it Wokebusters, but it's a comedy nonetheless. And if you like Ghostbusters, you're going to like what it has to say about entertainment, because it pokes holes at all the garbage entertainment that likes to divide us. But Stealing Solo 2 is lining up to be the best comic book event of 2025. I will let you guys know when it's going to be available to crowdfund. Do not miss yourselves a copy of that book. It's going to be, well, epic. I can't wait to share it with you. I'm getting the pages back. It's the biggest event of the year. So anything else you guys want to say before we go?
Epstein didn't kill himself.
Free AO.
Well, all those things we'll go with. And here's this.
Son, this is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass.
So let's send you home with something happy. But until then, folks, be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other.
.com.
Did you see that guy accidentally hit that moose with his car?
No.
Holy shit. Jamie, pull that video up.